This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Damn, Kherk did this?
I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's your guy, Kings and Dreams, here with a special interview, man. I'm really excited. And, we're going to get into it right away. I told you guys and ladies who watch the channel that I am really going to start incorporating more of, my music background and then entertaining, sports, all of that, as well as continuing on with my traveling experiences and things of that sort, right? So this guest that I'm gonna bring up, I've known him for about 3/4 of my life. I've known him since I was 14 years old. And as you all know, or most of you know, I went to high school with the Flyboy Way. So, this is actually Flyboy Way's cousin. Again, one of my really good friends, man. And so this conversation is going to be great. I can't wait to have it. My brother from another mother, man. This is my guy right here, man. My guy. What's going on? Kherk Cobain. What's the word, man?
Pop, my boy, how we living? What's
man,
good?
doing well, man. Thanks for coming on here, man. Definitely appreciate it, man.
Bro, anytime, long time coming. You heard?
Absolutely, man. But before we get started, because we're going to talk about a lot of things, we're going to talk about music, dating, traveling, all of these things, man. But before we get started, so let's kind of start from the beginning and work our way up, man. So
before we get started, let me say, I want to salute you. I got to salute my cousin, the Flyboy Way. Salute the Kings and Dreams, all the travel bloggers, all the lifestyle bloggers. Yo, I've been sitting back. I've been watching what y'all been doing. You feel me? Actually, you feel me? Aside from us being friends and all that, I'm actually a fan.
Thank you, man.
I'm a fan of y'all working. So before we even get started, I want to give y'all props, y'all accolades, man. You especially, we go back years, gang. You heard?
So absolutely, man. Definitely appreciate you, my guy. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. So so let the people know, like, who you are, where you from.
Yeah. Unicorn, man. My real name is Kherk. You heard they call me Kherk, Killer Kherk. I'm from down the hill, East Orange, New Jersey. East Orange and Newark, New Jersey, but really, grew up. If you would like say my home base is East Orange, New Jersey, you feel me? Yeah.
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, well, like you look at it, right? Because like when people think of like Atlanta, there's different parts of Atlanta. Like you got, you got Southeast Atlanta, you got Southwest, they call that SWATs, you got Bankhead, you got, Buckhead, which is like the, upper tier, area, whatever. So like, when like people may not know of East Orange or aka Illtown. Some people will know, like especially like people like maybe around our age and older because of Naughty by Nature, Trutch, the OPP. Yeah, you know me. You know what I mean? But like, so like for me, people would ask like, oh, okay, like, where do you guys hang out? I would just say like Newark, even if we were in East, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just like Newark. Okay, like I know Newark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For those who don't know, East Orange is the border town of Newark. You feel me? So it's East Orange, there's Newark, there's Irvington. Right. It's all really Essex County. We all know each other. We all the same. But
exactly.
We the border. My hood is on the borderline. So East Orange, down the hill, East Orange is also borders Newark as well. So,
right, exactly. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Yeah, so let's take it back, right? So, as I mentioned in my intro, like I met you and Flyboy. Well, I met Flyboy before I met you. So I met Flyboy going to Immaculate Conception in Montclair. So that's when I met him. And then I remember, I think it was one of the times we went to the skating rink. I think it was Skate 22 because Brashbrook hadn't really been open yet. So this I'm talking about like freshman year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we was going to Skate 22, man. Skate 22 was that
legendary.
thing, man.
Legendary. That was that word. Legendary, bro. That's where everybody went. You feel me?
Yeah. Yep.
That was where, that's where everybody met their shorties at. You feel me? That was before social media. That would have been what TikTok is. You feel me? That's where everybody went, practice their dance, practice their pickup lines. Talk to the people that you ain't know from different neighborhoods, whatever. Everybody met up. That's where you got to see who could really dress, who was really cool, who could really skate, who could really dance, who could really fight. You really?
No, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Like when you talk about like before the internet, remember we would come in there with like pieces of paper and pens. So this way we would take numbers and stuff like that.
Yo, y'all don't even understand. Like, see, y'all lucky y'all can walk around with just one phone in your pocket. You just what's in your pockets these days? Just a phone.
Right.
We had to have paper. Napkins, a pencil. Imagine walking around with a pencil. That's wild.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like if you're, because like if you're not going to work or if you're not like bringing a pen to actually sign something and you just have a pen in your pocket, it's just weird nowadays.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Matter of fact, if we bagged a shorty and we ain't had no pen, you know what I would use? The little eyeliner pencil I got a mini number taking a shorty eyeliner pencil and just writing that shit down on a napkin or something like that. I'm telling you, the eyeliner pencil, anything goes.
Hey, you know what? I never thought of that. I honestly never thought of that. I would have never.
Because they always had that with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never thought to like, hey, let me borrow your eyeliner. I did get a number. I did get a number with lipstick though. I did get a number with lipstick.
Yeah. Lipstick will work.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Yeah, no, but and then the thing is also to add insult to injury, we had to have different paper like in different pockets, like a front pocket, back pocket. So this way, like we knew, like let's say if we got like 4 or 5 numbers like on the same day, so this way we could keep track of who's who. Like, oh yeah, so I put Keisha number in my left front pocket. I put Toya number in my back right pocket. Yeah.
And don't let it be like a weekend where you party back to back, because then you get home and you got the little dresser full of crumpled up little anonymous papers. Some got phone numbers and no names on it.
Yep.
Right. You might have met 3 Ashley, so you got to put Ashley and the high school she from.
Right. Yep.
Ashley Hillside. Ashley
right. Yeah.
Ashley Immaculate.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Golden age.
No, absolutely, man. Yeah, I think, and we'll kind of circle back to this later, but like I think for people who came in our age, like when it comes to dating and all that, and again we'll get to that later, but I was just going to say this little quick tidbit is that the fact that we had to be able to actually like approach a woman. We couldn't just swipe. Yeah, you couldn't just swipe or send a DM. Like, no, like you had to be right there in the middle of the action. You know what I mean? But again, we're gonna get there later. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah. Like you had to have skills, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Like absolutely,
man. Talking skills.
Absolutely. So I've told my audience in a little bit, and I want people to hear from someone who's not myself.
Yeah.
Where back in the day we had what was called street teams, and so essentially, just to give context to people who don't know, a street team is essentially like a group of promoters, right? So like if you get like a message or an invite on Facebook or Instagram now, you know what I mean? Essentially, that would be us, but like what Kherk was saying, there was no internet, so we actually had hand flyers, and at this time we're 14 years old, so we couldn't go to the club. We were throwing teen events, and when I was telling people like you know, we were throwing teen events where it would be like thousands of kids there. So it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like a like one of them like little gym parties where it would be like, you know, 50, 60 people there.
Thousands.
Yeah, the thousands. So we had to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
So like I said, like you couldn't just send a mass message. Like we really had to put in that work, man.
Yeah. So I would describe it like this, right? A street team is the foot soldier version of your marketing department, right? Think about your marketing department that sends out mass emails, got to run from department to department to like and talk to everybody, right?
Yeah.
In Newark and Essex County, we had I say age 13 to 16, right?
Yeah.
Groups of 10 to 20 kids that went door to door, car to car with, bro. We printed up thousands of flyers.
Well, I would say 14 to 17 because
14 to 17, yeah, 14 to 17.
Yeah, 13 because you're thinking about like, you know, 8th grade.
Yeah,
you know
14 to 17, but just think about it though. These is young kids walking around with stacks of flyers, like backpacks full of flyers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Going car to car, high school to high school.
Yep.
Imagine how many buses you had to catch to get to 5 high schools before everybody left, right? So
oh man, absolutely. No, it was one of the
like young foot soldiers.
Yeah, it was one of the funnest times like that I had. I remember shout out to my man Jory, man. Jory.
Hell yeah,
Jory. And I'll actually mention something about him a little bit after, but like I remember it was one time. It was in the middle of a snowstorm. We had to go. I think we had to go pick up flyers, like in like Irvington or something like that for an event. I mean, like the sacrifices that we were doing, man. But we had to make the parties epic, though.
I used to actually be quite amazed because I used to be at the meetings and we were like, when we had to be like, who did what, who accomplished what.
Yeah,
I would be amazed by how many people went so far to get these flyers, we had people going from Newark to Montclair.
Yep. Well, that was me.
Yeah. Newark to Irvington.
Yeah.
Newark to South Orange.
Yep.
To get to the all the private schools and all that.
Yep.
Then you had to go to mad different neighborhoods. Now Newark itself got about 20 high schools. You had to go to mad different neighborhoods in Newark on foot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's very true. Yeah. That's very true, man. And and I was one of the people who would like venture out. Like I went to like I had bought people from Summit. I bought people from
I remember Summit, Union.
Yeah, Union, Plainfield,
Jersey City.
And just to kind of context, because not everybody's from Jersey here, but essentially, right, we don't have any cars, so we're taking buses. So we got to take the bus to go to places that were probably about 45 minutes to an hour in a car.
Right. Yeah.
So if we're taking the bus has to make multiple stops, right? So we're traveling for about, let's say, 3 to 4 hours round trip, to get there, do what we got to do, and then come back, and still do our schoolwork and all of that stuff, man. It's just, it was a fun time, man. So
it was an amazing time. Hell yeah.
Absolutely, man. So what would you say, is your most memorable moment, being on a street team during that time?
Good, man. I mean, we had a lot of wild moments, man. I'm trying to think like my most memorable moment in street team history, because
name like 2 or 3, because
it's almost like asking what's your most memorable moment from college, because that's essentially how wild it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm really trying to think, because there was nights where we had wild fights. You feel me? Like bang outs, brawls. There was nights where we had, with the females, with the shorties.
Yeah, let's keep it with the shorties, because I don't want to talk about the brawls. I don't talk about the brawls.
I mean, bro, I don't even know if we could talk about them type of thing. I just remember, there'll be days like after a party, we'll just go back to the crib with like 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. We was in high school, indulging and drinking. We drinking, you feel me? So we got
yeah.
So
let me rephrase the question. Because I think I led you a little astray there.
It's too wild.
when it comes to like the party aspect, you know, what would you say was the, you know, like the two or three like most memorable moments?
I don't remember the venue. I don't remember the venue, but I do remember there was a terror team party. I can't remember the venue, but it was so jumping. Like you would have thought it was a New Year's Eve party.
I think you're talking about the at the Hilton.
Yes.
Yeah. At the Hilton. Yeah.
The Hilton.
Yeah.
And
oh man, shout out to Flyboy. He says the terrorist ballroom.
Hey Keys, hey Flyboy. We used to go crazy in the terrorist ballroom. Matter of fact, I'll give you a memorable moment. Now, the audience might not know the Flyboy is a wild individual.
They have an idea. They have an idea.
He's always been. He always beats his own drum. He don't care.
Absolutely. No, I tell people like, because some people, you know, some people would ask like, like, man, like, does the Flyboy really like dress like that, or is he trying to like do stuff for YouTube? I'm like, no. When I first met him at Immaculate, like, like I was like, yo, what's up? But like at first I thought it was a stick too, because you would think it's a stick, but like if we're going on 40 and he's been doing this for 14, like this ain't a stick, like that's just his life, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's his life. But look, so we used to get fresh for the parties, right?
Yeah.
I see he put terrorist ballroom fights. I'm gonna tell you what earlier, before it even led up to that, we get to the spot. Flyboy got on a gold silk suit.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. I remember that. A gold. This is a team party, y'all. I want you to understand this. This is not an adult party. This is not a prom. This is a team party. Flyboy got on a gold silk.
Yeah.
With a backpack.
Yep.
Yeah,
he had what was that movie with the with the guy from Wayne's World, Austin Powers. Yeah.
Bro got on the groovy silky suit. It's wild. If you were to see him today, I promise you it's the flyest thing moving. But back then we all in baggy jeans looking. I actually wore a sweater just for you, by the way. Just to bring it back through the iceberg on. But Flyboy had this thing where he gonna change mid-party. This is his thing. He gonna come there fresh as hell.
Yeah.
Dance battle, go crazy till he get mad sweaty. Then go in the bathroom and change it to a whole new fit. Not even take into account that you got to shower and stuff. Just a brand new fit.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think he changed halfway into his new fit. He got halfway into his new fit.
Yeah.
Before we got into like this. Some type of entanglement from a dance battle, and then it went into all out chaos. It's the fact that he came out the bathroom halfway dressed in a new fit, which was also as wild as it was also as obnoxious as the original fit he had on when he first came there.
Yeah.
So he went from obnoxious to diabolical. Then fight and then walk down trying to dance battle as we walked into a brawl. It was hilarious. I mean,
man, I tell you, man,
hilarious night, yo. And that's just one. We had like hundreds like that.
No, absolutely, man. And one of the things I like reminiscing and talking about like things back in the day, because nowadays you have with social media, like everyone's just so like glued to their phone and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like at this particular time, we didn't really. And we're talking freshman year, sophomore year-ish, you know what I mean? Like we didn't really have any cell phones. So, and like, we would have to plan to like, be like, all right, I'm going to be at the house, around this time, give me a call or whatever, maybe around like 9, 10 o'clock, we're in the house. Cause we're young, we'll chop it up. But like, but all throughout the day, like we're out, we're doing stuff, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I sound like one of them get off the log guys, but it's true though. It's true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like people just nowadays just kind of glued to and not really like really doing stuff and really actually interacting.
Well, you know, it kind of it affects your communication abilities and your interpersonal skills. You feel me? When if you do everything behind a screen the majority of your time, right? It's like it's not they have these conveniences at their hands now, so they're not really missing out on nothing. But it's like when you're actually in person, when you go on vacation, when you go overseas, when you're on a cruise ship, and you got to actually approach somebody at the bar and get their attention because you don't know them on social media, or you got to talk to a stranger in a meeting. You got to really, it's these social and interpersonal skills that you really got to learn to sharpen in person. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like we had the best experience because we was talking to girls 24/7. We wasn't beefing with the shorties at this time. You feel me? There wasn't no, the females appreciated you for you and your personality because your personality was the prize at the end of the day. And then through your personality, y'all both had time together, and we was taking long walks through the neighborhood, riding on bikes with girls on our pegs. You feel me? It was really lit and mad fun. And then it was like whatever you was into, they low-key got into also because everything was about what was in your proximity. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, man, absolutely. And you know, interpersonal skills, I would say that is definitely one of the key components, right? Because not just being able to just communicate with women, but effectively communicate in general. Like as you were saying, like, hey, you know, you're at a cruise ship and you're trying to get the bartender's attention. You can't be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you have to be able to be adaptable. And I think the interpersonal skills and the adaptability to understand what environment that you're in and how you can approach the situation. I think that a lot of people nowadays, just in general, don't really have that. So I think that what you said, interpersonal skills, is actually very, very important.
And then not only that, you had a deeper appreciation for people also, because like now, if somebody do something you don't like, you could just go. It's like you can go shopping for people online. Like if I want to meet a new girl, I go on Instagram, I just go shopping for a person. I just swipe. You know what I'm saying? Now, but when we talk about proximity and in person, this is like you got to really appreciate people because you can't. People not irreplaceable and interchangeable like that. It's who's around you and who you have access to, who you can reach, who you can touch. And so I just feel like, I don't know, people were more genuine. You know, we weren't so quick to cut each other off, ghost each other. You know, try to just toss somebody to the side because they might have did something wrong. We had better problem solving skills, more empathy for one another because we had to actually, you know, forgive each other if somebody did something that was wrong.
That's true.
You right? You had to see that person. You had to see people in person. Like you had to walk into school every day and see somebody. You had to be a bunch of all past niggas that you may or didn't like, or maybe, you know, whenever something happened, it had to be addressed physically, in person, verbally. It wasn't just I could just block you and not see you no more.
Right. No, that's that's very true. That's very, very true, man. I think what you just said is extremely important. All right, man. So, you know, I wanna fast forward into more of the music, you know. And so, but I want to let people know that when it comes to you, how actually book smart that you are, because the high school that you went to, you had to take a test to get into that high school. And so you went to science high, like what was a, you know, listen, I consider myself smart, but like you were smart, you know what I mean? So and then you know, you graduated with a 4.0 GPA, you know, and then you turned into music. So what made you want to do music and, you know, not, you know, like not, you know, not going to possibly, you know, corporate America?
Well, all right, if we going back like to high school, right? I had a bunch of things going in my favor as far as popularity, right? But I wasn't really doing nothing with the popularity besides what, partying and the ability to throw parties and the ability to get a lot of girls and trap and make money. You feel me? But I wasn't doing nothing super popping with the popularity that I had at the time, right? So it's like One, I went to high school in Newark, which is the biggest city, with the hugest city in New Jersey, right? But I was also from East Orange, and I'm from a very reputable neighborhood, historically reputable neighborhood in East Orange, right?
Yeah.
So I had those things going for me. Then I had my squad, right? We got me, we got Keith, we got you, we got a bunch of people that's also reputable in the city. I had a lot going for me in the way of like just being known.
Yeah.
Also, and people don't know this about me, but in high school, I was also number 3 in the nation in debate. So I had traveled to different schools to debate and beat everybody in the country. Like I had smacked everybody in the country from these Ivy League colleges in debate while in high school. So
wait, I knew that you were on a debate team, but I did not know you were number 3. So now wait a minute. So as a high schooler, you were debating people in college?
No. The colleges had debate programs where they trained these other high. Remember, our high school didn't really have a lot of money. We were from very, very poor high school, so we didn't have top tier debate programs or any program for that matter. We didn't even have a gym.
Right.
Other high schools were located next to Ivy League colleges with very highly funded programs, so they would host these debate tournaments at the Ivy League schools. We were good enough to get invited. So I would stay at Harvard campus. I could stay at I stayed at Princeton. I stayed at Stanford. My first time ever leaving New Jersey was because of debate.
Yeah,
I never saw things outside of the hood until debate took me there. Right? You know what I'm saying? So that's how
absolutely.
Huh?
No. I was saying absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm learning how to talk. I'm learning how to communicate, and I'm learning that the words that come out of your mouth can shape and persuade the actions of the people around you, right? Because remember, when you debate a topic, you got to be able to debate both sides. I can't just say I'm pro-abortion. I got to be able to win a debate for abortion and against abortion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got this gift of gab. I got the popularity. It's a lot going on. And so when it's time to go to college, you know, I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do career-wise.
Yeah,
I had no idea what was going on. I got accepted to a lot of schools, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I believe Keith was rapping first, right?
Yeah.
Flyboy was rapping first. Was you rapping when Flyboy was rapping?
Yeah, so like I haven't even told that. I haven't even told my people that. But so I was rapping a little bit, you know what I mean? But like I think like you guys, well, I know Fly was definitely, because like he was working on his mixtape. He was working on his mixtape at that time. Yeah. So Flyboy was working on his mixtape at that time. And then and so like I started to like, you know, dip and dab with it, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I was gonna come up with a mixtape. I was thinking about coming up with a mixtape, but I couldn't like think of a name for it. So I just kept like putting lyrics down and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But like I didn't have a clear vision of where I was trying to go. Not like Flyboy and you know, not like yourself.
So basically, it was like Flyboy had his vision of what he wanted to do. He always wanted to be the person that rapped and told the truth in their rap. He was very big on truth.
Yeah. I mean that's his. Yeah, I mean that's his YouTube channel. That's his YouTube channel. Like
his thing was truth and image. Nothing about an image. Straight truth.
Absolutely.
Me, I'm going to keep it real, but I'm more flashy, fashion, neighborhood. You know, all the things that make up an image, even though we was doing it for real, I'm promoting that. You feel me? And so I'm like, when we had our group, you know, 151 and 372 and all the little all the cliques that we had coming from our neighborhood, we formed inner cliques from our hood that ended up growing beyond our hood. Yeah. And that led me to like, when I first started rapping, I wasn't really rapping. I was more so just on a beat, on some crunk shit, just rapping the hood, you know, just on some knuck if you buck. Just chanting our neighborhood type shit. But because I was already good at talking, it wasn't hard for me to, you know, put lyrics together and actually, you know, make it sound like actual good raps. You feel me? Once the people over us put us in the studio and like showed us how to format songs or whatnot. But like once I said, because we had the popularity, we was able to get our sound and our music and our wave skyrocketed off the popularity. Think about it. Music is pushed through parties and DJs.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
We was at every party.
Yeah, we were in the right element, you know what I mean? That's why that's why and I'll get to this a little bit later. But when I talk about like dating and relationships and things like that, you know, like this is why I'm not overwhelmed how some guys, like when they get in contact with beautiful women, because like we have been doing this since we were 14 years old. You know what I mean? We had the best looking cheerleaders. We had we had the
step teamers, the ballet dancers.
Whatever. You know what I mean? Like
all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, so we were always around very attractive women. So if you've been around beautiful women from the time, you're 14, right? And you're engaging in conversation, as you said, like, there's no social media back then. So by the time you're 40 years old, like, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing this. So exactly.
Yeah. So and not only that, like, and I always bring it back to the point that there's 25 to 40 high schools in our vicinity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because there was no social media, I was able to have a shorty in every school. Like I could look like an actual girl.
Yes.
Girl. Like in every high school, I had somebody that called me their boyfriend. Right.
Yeah.
So
that's absolutely true.
So because of the era we came up in, and because we had the street team and all that, and the popularity, we was what y'all would consider baddies. We was dubbing because there was so many. It was just
yeah. No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. And I don't think a lot of people understand the context of what you just said, right? Because if you have, you have 2,000, high school kids at a party from ages 14 to 17, possibly 18, because you still got some seniors in there. So let's say, from 14 to 18 or whatever, right? And 2,000. So let's say out of 2,000, let's say maybe, maybe like 80, maybe like 850 of them are women or girls, and then the rest are guys or whatever. But still, that ratio is still good because, as you mentioned, with so many different high schools, and then not only that, like a lot of the guys are not promoters. So we used to have like, all right, so if you guys understand, like when you have like if you ever been at an event, like you see like the backstage passes. So we used to call those tags. So like those tags were essentially our like infinity stone at that particular time. And we were one of the prominent street teams. Like, his squad, let's keep it real. His squad was number 1. We were number 2. But but still, like they were like 10. So being like number 2 out of 10, you were still good. So when we would infinity stones, and people would see that, they're like, oh, and you know how girls are, you know what I'm saying? So like hypergamy starts early. So you know what I'm saying? They see the infinity stone, they like, oh, okay, let's get it.
And having those laminate tags to be a part of a street team back then was the equivalent of like a giant gold chain. But it was probably even more than that because you was part of an organization that everybody couldn't get into. It was that serious. Like to get your tag meant something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because I remember everybody would like, man, like at school, everybody be like, yo, how I get down? How I get down? How I get down? Like, nah, you got to get picked, dog.
and shout out to his squad too. His squad tried to recruit me also. Because at Science High School, we had like all the top members of his squad at Science also. Shout out to the
we had somebody immaculate too. We had somebody immaculate. You know what I mean? So, but the thing is,
was his squad. You feel me? My bro was his squad.
So I know we kind of jumping all over the place, but I need to say this in reference to jewelry. So. How I have met Jory. So I met Jory first, like before I had met Tory T. Mm-hmm. So my loyalty was with Jory. So when I found out that Jory had a street team, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be down with your street team. So then of course, like I met Fly, then I met you. So I said, all right, I'm bringing my boys with me. You know what I mean? So I knew like they was gonna try to like recruit you. You know what I mean? So I was like, nah. We slotted on this side.
Yeah, they was on my heels, yo. Shout to Jury though.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, all right. So you start the music and
So all right, so we get to the music and we're not all right. So let me just put this in context. New Jersey has no music scene at this point. There is absolutely nobody from New Jersey that's doing anything at this point. This is off of Naughty by Nature was lit. Like Naughty by Nature from our neighborhood. Naughty by Nature was lit, but they wasn't currently making music at this time. It was, it was past that. And Fetty Wap and them was not out yet.
Yeah.
Right. So there's nothing.
And Joe Button either, right?
I think Joe Button may have just been. I think Joe Button might have been the only thing. Joe Button and maybe Redman here and there, but not really.
Oh, Red. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Redman from the 90s. Yeah.
Let me. There was Joe Button and there was Ransom and the A team with Fabulous and the DJ Clue mixtapes and all that. Right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So we did have two people from Jersey City, but they was not household names around the world like how they are now. So Jersey was kind of wide open, whereas we had no representation in the industry, right? And so when 151 Fever Gang, when we came about, we gave not just the hood and not just Newark and East Orange, but we gave the whole Jersey a breath of fresh air because they like, yo, who is these? These dudes is wilding in the city and they come crazy and they sound different and they rapping on chopped and screwed beats and got like who the fuck? So we had, like I said, we had the parties on Smash, we had the streets on Smash, we was deep as hell. And because of that, the DJs would spin our music because there'd be 100 of us standing in front of them anyway.
Right, yeah.
Right. So once they played it, they just seen the whole crowd going crazy. It was a no-brainer. And
right. Yeah.
This also during the DVD era. So that's when the DVDs would come into town from Philly or from all these other places to try to interview us. Trying to figure out what this buzz is about. And because YouTube was just starting off back then and there wasn't that many social medias, we didn't realize the impact that we was having on the outside world. For us, we was just having fun.
Yeah.
Like everybody that would come to us like, yo, y'all lit. We had no idea that people in other countries even knew about, or even other states knew about us, because we was literally just doing what we normally do day to day.
Yeah.
We just happened to go into a booth and rap about it for a little bit, put it on MySpace or put it on a CD, and then we go right back outside and get back to, doing what we was doing. And I think had we known, the impact that we would have had, we might have moved a little bit more strategically, like business wise. But who knew anything about the business back then? We were just, we
yeah. I hear a lot of stories from when people started like doing music, like when they were really, really young, right? Like, one of my favorite rappers, Cameron, Dipset, right? So, because he was saying, because he was talking about, he was saying how like with Dipset, well, before he got to Dipset, like he understood the business, I think his first album was SDE. I think that was his very first album. Yeah, that was his very first album because Biggie was supposed to sign him, but Biggie had ended up dying, and then he told Lance Rivera to sign him. But Cameron was so young, like he didn't know what he was doing, and at that time, like people were just so hungry to get on and get their name. And YouTube was such a new phenomenon, probably for you guys back then, because like in your mind, like you guys were good. Like, all right, if people knew you guys from maybe New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, you know what I mean? East Coast, maybe some West Coast, and y'all doing chopped and screwed. The South know y'all like, oh, we good. But then you get people from different countries, people from Africa, people from different parts of Europe and Asia and all this other stuff, and they playing your music. You like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what's happening,
like had I known like what this phenomenon was gonna be, we would have definitely had monetized it better.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy too, YouTube was so new back then, there was no such thing as YouTube monetization. Matter of fact, YouTube had no metrics. The only thing you was able to see on YouTube was your number of views. YouTube didn't even have comments yet.
No, okay. So what I mean by monetize, I didn't mean like like you get monetized. I meant to say capitalize.
Oh yeah.
Monetize. But yes, like I remember when YouTube first came out, like you couldn't comment on anything. You could just see like how many times it was viewed. You know what I mean? So like you would see let's say like 11 million views. You're like, yo, what the heck is this? You just had to click on it. You probably didn't even know what it was. But if you see 11 million people viewed it, you like, all right, let me see what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so what was starting to happen with us is, keep in mind, we wasn't even checking our emails like that, because checking your email wasn't even a big thing to do.
No.
But, so we'll check our email once every 2 months. We got emails coming in from other countries, like executives, and we like, whoa, what is this? You feel me? it was just like it was like, it put it like this. What Dipset was to Harlem, we was Dipset, but because we was not in New York, we didn't have the Andre Riveras them to offer us no deals. The closest thing we had was Naughty by Nature.
Right.
You know, that was the closest thing we had to us, and they not a label. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
absolutely.
We ain't had nobody offering us nothing. We were just doing everything off the muscle, but we had the same type of momentum, definitely the same numbers. You know what I'm saying? And it was just something fun to do, but it was also prideful, because to be the face and the representation of where you're from, it pushes you to do better, because it's like, all right, it's like being the winning football team for your high school. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, we're gonna keep putting numbers on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let me get to a couple of these comments, and then I'm gonna ask you about your transition into being a solo artist. Let's see. My man El Patron says, "Was good." Would love to what?
Would love to see Unicorn debate.
Oh, you do they some passport pookies?
Who the pookies?
Yeah, you talking about passport pookies?
I demolish them.
Oh, Roberto Clemente for life. Absolutely. Yeah, no, he's a great debater, man, and definitely a wordsmith, man.
Facts.
Let's see. Yes, make sure that you guys hit the like button, hit the notification button, man. Definitely.
Debates and pookies.
Huh?
Nah, debates.
Yeah. Gima's World says salute to you, man. That's what's up. He's saying him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely make sure that you guys subscribe to Unicorn's YouTube channel, man. Definitely got some great music on there for sure. Shout out to my man QB Passport Flexing says what's good.
What's good, my guy? What's the word?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And make sure that you guys subscribe to the Flyboy Way channel, man.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of having like YouTube for a while, so to get 100K as a content creator, or even like with your channel, your music channel or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's a huge accomplishment. It's a huge accomplishment, and Flyboy's been doing YouTube, I think, since like 2000. I thought it was 2006, but it's actually been since 2009. And he's had videos that have had millions of views.
Yeah.
And so, but the thing is, like he would have definitely have gotten over 100,000 already. Like, he probably would have been like at 500,000. But as you have mentioned, YouTube didn't have the monetization. All they had was the views. So you couldn't I just know like he definitely would have had well over 100K.
Oh yeah, he'd have been going crazy.
Yeah, because if you go if you click like popular videos like 20 million, 10 million, 5 million, like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Doing numbers.
Yeah, those numbers are crazy, man. But all right, so let's get back into it. So you guys are doing 151, and then you transition, into Unicorn, Kherk Cobain. So do you go by both or?
Nah, so 151 Fever Gang is the group, but 151 Fever Gang was also a crew from the hood.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was a double-edged sword like that. So within the group, we had our individual artists. You had the Flyboy, you had Dapper Don, P. Jervs, had Bust a Half, Killer Kherk Cobain. You feel me? And everybody else that was rocking with us, like mad at us. You feel me? And so what ended up happening is like all of us had our own individual popularity as well, because we don't all make music the same.
Right.
Dapper Don makes beats, so he had a whole fan base just off straight instrumentals and beats that, like, you know, the type of music he made.
Right.
My boy had his fan base, the more conscious, the more, you know, keep it real, true to yourself type, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you had Killer Kherk, you know, like the fly, flashy, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. You know, I had that lane going.
Yeah.
And so, you know, as I was branching off doing my own, it's literally like the Dipset story. You feel me? The same way Cam took off this way, Joel's, Jimmy, we all start, you know, having our own singular successes.
Yeah.
And, you know, as mine was taking off, I started to get into other avenues and opportunities, you know, but my name, you know, Killer Kherk. And the opportunities that I was starting to get was a little bit more professional, where, you know, the whole Killer Kherk Cobain thing kind of just wasn't what people wanted to hear in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like it still had the gang and the negative connotation to it.
Right.
And as I started taking off in fashion, and especially in the Jersey club lane, which is very kid oriented and it's more mainstream, I was like, I'm gonna start using my nickname. Like Unicorn was like a nickname that people would, you know how everybody got another nickname that you got in the hood that people might call you.
Yeah.
Unicorn was like a funny nickname that shorties would call me, or, you know, people would use to like signify that you're like a fish out of water. You're kind of unique. You know, even in the hood, it's like, yo, he from the hood, but he ain't all the way dirty and trenchy. You know, he's kind of a little bit different from the niggas in his hood. Yeah. But then when it came to, like, you know, on the corporate side or on the debate side or anywhere I was at, like, it was always like, yo, Killer a little bit different. You know, that's a unicorn. He dressed bright as hell. Who wear pink? Absolutely. Like this nigga's a unicorn. And so I decided to go with Unicorn once things started taking off in a more mainstream manner, because it just, you know, I feel like it represents me better than Killer Kherk. You feel me? I feel like Killer Kherk is young me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as we get old, you know, as we get older, we evolve, right? You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, like, you know, like look how I'm dressed now. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, you know, like it would be like the long
big ass red hoodie.
Yeah.
Yo, bro had a closet full of red hoodies. I don't even know if you had shirts. He only had red hoodie, academics red hoodie. Sean John red hoodie, Boo Boo red hoodie, Jabot red hoodie. Word up. But yeah. So it's like, you know, we matured and we fixed up, got a little bit sharper, and we had to get more polished. So Unicorn is the polished version. You feel me?
No, absolutely. And the thing is, like, you know, having the name Unicorn, like, you know, people like, okay, Unicorn, so that means like he's unique, he's not, you know. So I think that's a good way to go, because like, and then like some people would say like Kurt Cobain, and people who listen to rock and roll like Kurt Cobain, like
that's another thing. Yeah.
Like, did no boy delete himself?
Exactly.
Yeah. So for YouTube, we gotta say delete, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, yeah. So so Unicorn is the way to go. You know what I mean? And so now you're doing music solo, and your solo career is taking off.
Yeah.
You know, what would you say was one of your best moments of your solo career, and what was one of the most challenging moments of your solo career?
All right, so I'll say the first best moment of my solo career is literally co-producing this song called Shaking My Dreads, right?
Yeah.
So, because there was so many elements to Shaking My Dreads that made it legendary, and it took us so far. Like, Shaking My Dreads had the third verse of Shaking My Dreads is a Jersey club beat, right?
Yeah.
So this is also the beginning of rapping on club, but the song's so long, a lot of people don't always get to the third verse anyway. But on top of that, it got picked up by so many avenues and channels that we never even knew. You feel me? But before you could screenshot, I have an actual photo of Shaking My Dreads being on. Remember Music Choice on the television?
Yeah, Music Choice, yeah.
Randomly on Music Choice. I'm like, how the fuck did we get on Music Choice? You feel me? Like, so we was picking up steam and momentum off that song, and till this day, people still come up to me like, yo, that's one of my all-time favorites. You feel me? Shaking My Dread got us to Rutgers Fest. It got us, I mean, it just took us global as far as exposure and recognition. So that was probably one of the best moments, because I also co-produced it. I was the one who told them how to put the sample together, Nice. To me, that was like one of the best eras, because we was just flying high organically.
Yeah.
The most challenging moments I'll say is when the fall, like when things kind of fell apart, right? Because a lot of people don't know this, but I wasn't lit the whole time, right?
Yeah.
It was lit. It was lit. Then it plateaued because we had some infighting and things fell apart. And then I reinvented myself doing other things like film and fashion.
Yeah.
And then I would say, you know, that's what I would consider the most challenging part. And that goes for entrepreneurship, business, anything in life. You got to pivot. You got to be able to take an L and use that L to reinvent and repurpose yourself so that you can do something good. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say hypothetically you selling t-shirts and your t-shirts start selling. That don't mean that your manufacturing machine can't manufacture something else that won't sell. You just got to stop doing the thing that isn't as popular in that moment because the cycles change. You feel me? So when the 151 Fever Gang cycle, you feel me? We can't be getting older. Our fan base getting older too.
Yeah.
Niggas be jumping around shaking dreads forever.
Right. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah. So that part was challenging because I never felt a fall off before. I'm like, what the fuck is numbers decreasing? What does that even mean? What is a DJ not automatically playing my shit even feel like? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's crazy. But because I already know the momentum and the popularity I had, I was able to shift in the film. I was able to shift in the fashion, and I was still in school. So I just was able to shift and do things that were still beneficial for me, popularity wise, image wise, money wise. You know what I'm saying? I was still doing my thing, but I just had to shift my focus so that I could reinvent myself to be able to come back to the music if I wanted to. Because music's my passion, right? That's something you're passionate about. But your passion ain't always gonna make you no bread. You can't always make a living. Matter of fact, very few people can make a living off their passion.
Absolutely. No, that's absolutely true. With music, right? Like you hear stories about like rappers struggling and stuff like that. So what would you say? Hold on, let me kind of circle back. So when it comes to like struggle rappers and stuff like that, and then I also hear that it's really good to be independent because you can master your own music. So there's multiple ways to skin a cat, so to speak. Right. So, you know, for someone who's trying to become an artist, like what advice would you give to them? Like what would be the best route? Should they go to a label? Should they be independent?
You see that there's no real answer to that because it depends on your skill set. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're at the day and age where your actual skills don't matter as much as what goes viral and what does numbers. Meaning, you might be a good clarinet player, right? I might play the clarinet and trip and fall, and a viral moment happens. And that sound or that 15-second clip that went viral might do numbers. And then because that sound is doing numbers, now the labels are coming to me like, yo, whatever that was you was playing that went viral, we want to buy that. That's the new hot song right now, right? Yeah. So we're at a point in time where anything, whether you're skilled or whether you're not, can take you through the roof. You got to know the business. Mm-hmm. It's about knowing the business, right?
Yeah.
It's not even beating an algorithm because who even knows what an algorithm is or how an algorithm is written or coded? Everybody says them words, but nobody's mastered the algorithm because you're not coding an algorithm, right? People are getting lucky or they're just doing as much craziness as possible, hoping that something catches. So my advice is if you're creative and you're doing something that's catching some type of traction, keep on doing that and keep being consistent because you're only one hit away from your success, right? You could be doing your podcast and out of a 3-hour podcast, we might have 10 minutes of debate that go viral. And the next thing you know, everybody's tuning into you because that little clip is what took you through the moon. So there's really not, like I said, You can sign to a label if you're one of them skilled musicians and you need marketing behind you. But if you're somebody who's just naturally lit and people like you and you're doing good numbers without a label, stay independent and keep doing your numbers. You feel me? It's all about what works for you. I'm not going to say turn the label down because I know some people that's very skilled, but you'll never get no looks because you're boring. You're just skilled, but you're boring. So you need the label to put you in front of these eyes, right? Yeah. Whereas you got some niggas that can't rap for shit, but they fun to look at. They lit. I'm a character, right?
Yeah.
I can do my numbers organically. I don't need a label because I'm naturally turned. I can just say some shit and go viral. And my music is just a secondary thing that people are going to tune into because they fuck with the brand's branded. So my advice is just consistency. It's a numbers game at this point. You got to output. You got to work. You got to output content and be consistent. It's just that. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, and so with fashion and also doing music, now, you know, it seems like you've come across some popular people, man. You know, some popular names, man. Some popular names.
So, so you know,
and popular collaborations too.
Yeah, facts. So, like I was saying before, like when one thing isn't working for you, you got to figure out what will work for you, right? Yeah. So some people get a job because you know you might be good at your job. You might be good at accountant, might be a good lawyer, whatever. So for me, film and fashion came second nature to me, and doing film. Shout out to Secret Society, Nimi, Ish, Dimity, and everybody. Those put me around other top tier artists and creators because a camera gets in a lot of rooms, right? So I'm able to be around your hottest rapper, your hottest DJ, your hottest influencer, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm still getting these opportunities. I'm just not getting these opportunities. I'm just not a rapper in the room now. I'm a stylist, or I'm with the film team, or I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing other things. And so I was able to put my clothing on people. You know, we were able to be in the have Ice Spice in Newark, bring Lola Brooke to Newark with her video, Ozuna in my clothing brand, put Chef G in my clothing, put have ASAP Mob come up to the Coogee office when I was designer for Coogee. You feel me? Rest in peace, ASAP Yams. A lot of people don't know this, but I invented the Coogee ski mask, right? Back before ski masks were popular. I'm the one who actually designed and created that. So so when I put that up, that's when we had all the rappers coming to the office, and we met the whole ASAP Mob, French Montana, Migos early on, Rich the Kid early on. I mean, you name it, the Kid Art, the legendary Kid Art that shoot all Kanye videos now. Met him shooting content for Coogee. Damon John, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to just use creativity to put myself in different doors. And then when I finally circled back to music, you feel me? Bow, we up there.
Damn.
I can name a lot of names like Ozuna. Who else? It's a lot. One of the ski masks I actually designed for Amber Rose for one of her photo shoots. We just never got to her photo shoot, but you know, we was putting clothes on the hot people at that time. Ronnie Feig and Kith was the first store to debut, you know, some of the stuff that we designed when we bought Coogee back. So Kith actually just won number 3 hottest clothing brand from Complex Magazine. I think the list just dropped yesterday. So I'm just thinking about the caliber of these people. You know, I work with Tommy Hilfiger. I work with Nautica. I mean, it's a starter. Back when starter jackets had fell off, we was in the same room when starter only had 3 jackets in the Coogee closet, and they're trying to figure out how to bring starter jackets back. Starter's lit now. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I was able to see the comeback. I was there before vintage was a thing, like thrifting and vintage.
Yeah,
wasn't lit yet. So I work with a lot of brands that were being thrifted back then that's lit now. Like Versace wasn't in the malls yet. MCM wasn't in the malls yet. They had fell off. But because of the thrifting and the vintage wave that we was doing, I was able to work with a branding team to help, you know, make content to bring that back into the fold. You feel me? Yeah. So it just, once again, it's about consistency, networking. I'll definitely put networking out there too.
Yeah, I think networking is extremely important, man. You know, one of the reasons, and I was saying this to my audience, that I want to like broaden my channel, and I'm gonna, you know, of course, I'm still gonna be primarily travel and, you know, interrelations dynamics, but I also want to talk about music, like you know, you mentioned fashion because I'm also into fashion. I'm also, I'm also into sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, So I think as you mentioned, like kind of like doing a pivot. You know what I mean? So some people are gonna probably push back and be like, "Yo, I just want to hear about the travel. I just want to, you know what I mean?" But the thing is, together, you just got to be patient. You just got to be patient,
and you got to also know this too. You can always feed your core audience, right? But everything got a scale. I tell people this all the time. Amazon used to sell books and nothing but books.
Yeah, I remember that.
Amazon was a book store, right?
Yep.
And you got to scale and you got to diversify and you got to be able to do more things. That's what growth is about. So there might be a little a funny stage as you transition into other things, but your core audience is still going to rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, I definitely say branch out. Definitely
absolutely, man. For sure.
What you watching? Don't tell me you watch Coonball.
What's that?
Coonball?
What's he talking about?
That's when they put a whole bunch of blacks on this field and had them bump into each other and they throw the pigskin around while the white guy be up in the stands cheering. You know that sport?
You talking about football?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I watch football. Oh, you call it Coonball?
You watch Coonball?
Oh, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
You watch Coonball?
Yo, football. We're not doing this, bro.
That's almost as bad as Coonball. The other Coonball. What's the other one where they where the tall niggas run around? What's that?
No.
What they call that one?
Yo, we not getting into this one. We not doing that. Yo, we talking about basketball and football, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You said, you can't do that. Huh? You can't do that. Hey, listen, you gonna call it cool ball, but yo, if Patrick Mahomes said, "Yo, design something," you telling me you're not gonna design something for him?
Oh yeah, I get a lot of money from Coons. Coons money on fashion.
Yeah. Yo, dude is wilding right now.
Let me tell you something, yo. Let me tell you something. Every time you give a rapper $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Guess who get rich?
Oh, the person that gave it to him.
Yeah, because every time you give a rapper $1 million, Ferrari gonna eat, Lamborghini gonna eat, the jeweler gonna eat, and the designer's gonna eat. Gucci, Louis, Chanel. Yeah. So I can't wait for a coon to get a bag because that means I'm about to get a bag.
Hey, I understand what you're saying.
We should start going to football and basketball events. Let's get it.
No. But what you're saying is absolutely right. Because big time athlete, big time artist, big time entertainer, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing. I remember I was watching the stand up. I was watching the stand up of Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
And Chris Rock was saying, and this was like years ago. And what he was saying was like the people who pay Shaquille O'Neal, let's say Shaquille O'Neal signs a deal for $400 million, right? But they got billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And he was just using Shaq as a reference. Like he wasn't trying to diss Shaq, but they like, here, Shaq, go get you some rims. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. I understand exactly what you're saying, man.
The facts, because it's like they can't wait to give it back. They can't wait to get the money back. You feel me? Yeah. And I'll be talking like that, but I really be joking because I want our people to do better. And when I say shit like that, I know it's gonna trigger and it's gonna go off, but it's gonna get people to thinking. You feel me? So.
No, absolutely, man. Shout out to my man Omar Suarez. He said, "Don't mess with my New York Knicks."
Now, shout out to the Knicks. I'm waiting for the day that the Knicks win. I'm waiting for the day. I'm gonna celebrate.
Absolutely, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Flyboy was saying bingo. I think he was talking about like the pivot and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think and I'll say this one last thing, and then we'll kind of transition because I want to ask you. I want to ask you about like dating, relationships, and then we'll get into travel and what you got going on travel wise.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think it's important.
Let me just throw one more thing in there about the music. One more thing about this before we go off, because
sure.
I talked about how it veered off with the 151 Fever Gang thing, but it did shoot back up with the Jersey Club thing, right?
Yeah,
and that was just once again me experimenting and trying to do something that was new. And I do want to have this on record, man. What myself and others did with Jersey Club music has shaped the hip hop scene today.
Yeah.
The beats that y'all hear, believe it or not, like the people rapping on these club beats, I don't even know if people know that these are Jersey Club beats that they're hearing. But the number one sound on TikTok and the number one type of music, at least on the East Coast, that they're making on these on the beat pattern is a Jersey Club beat pattern. And you're looking at the originator of that style of music. You feel me? So that's really another innovative thing that, you know, helped propel me to be able to do the things that I do today. And so my other advice to people besides consistency and besides networking is innovate, right? Try to create and do something new that has not been done, because innovation is the key to going upwards as well. You feel me? Yeah. But now we go.
No. Absolutely. You know, so, you know, I was going to ask you, and, you know, when it comes to the day of social media and dating, I think dating nowadays has just been off the rails, and I think that people just have way too much access, right? Because, you know, what you were saying, you know, a little bit ago, where people are just so kind of quick to move on, you know, and you have a lot of women, you know, we call them monkey branch, essentially, like when she's you know, done with one dude, she's right with the next dude. And sometimes like she'll be talking to the next dude, it's like still letting go of the dude she had, but you know what I mean? So it's like
the monkey branch is real.
You know, like when you when you on the monkey bars, like you hanging on one and then you try to
in between.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to figure out if this arm is too weak to let go. Should you shift to this arm? And
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where to start. Like the dating mark, I'm actually happy that I am not a younger person having a date right now.
Yeah.
But even in my age group, is the dating marketplace is cooked, beloved. It is literally cooked, and I don't know if there's a person to blame for it being cooked, because as much as I know the women is cuckoo, delusional, and out of their mind, right? A lot of the stuff that they got to do came from the men giving them the ability to do this foolishness.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that.
I don't know who cooked the dating market, because it's really a vicious cycle. It's a cycle of foolish men. A few, I don't know, maybe a few foolish men allowing the majority of foolish women to use their foolishness to actually dictate the market.
Yeah,
which is it just got everything out of control. Now, if you're a man of a certain knowledge and stature and frame, you could kind of maneuver, but I can't even say that, because the stupidity and nonsense is so widespread that no matter the knowledge that's in your head, you can't put it in their head to get them to kind of operate in the way that'll be beneficial for what you're trying to accomplish as a leader. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? At least not in the Western, you know, with the individual, but the Western shit is trickling universal now.
Absolutely.
The Western mindset is trickling, and it's going to play itself out. I don't know. We gotta get on a specific topic, because it's so much I can say right now, but I gotta pinpoint.
Yeah. So okay. So, you know, specifically, right? Like, I'll say this, and I'll actually address the men. Now, do you think that men nowadays are more socially awkward than ever?
Yeah, very, very. And it's because they are talking to screens and the internet You got to remember, the internet has forever been a weird place with not much rules of how you're supposed to act as a human. You know what I'm saying? Anything goes on the internet. Read the comments. You can say anything. So when you're addressing a nebulous black hole of a screen in front of you, you don't have to have much decorum to entertain, the nonsense. You can kind of get. So the dudes is a little bit off today. Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I agree with that because I think I think talking to a screen, but also swiping left or right, whatever the case is, and DMing, like there's not really much interaction. And then also, like if someone sends you a message, right? Someone sends you a message, you can, and you may find it off-putting, or you may not know how to react. Like you can look at it and say, you know what? I may take like 10 minutes to really think about it, and then I'll react. But if you're talking to someone in real time and they, say something, you can't be like, turn your back and be like, hey, you know what? I'll get back to you in like 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean? No, you got to respond in real time. And I think that like when it comes to men speaking or engaging with women, I think that a lot of guys nowadays are socially awkward, right? Because they don't know how to really respond within real time.
Because think about it. It's a level of intelligence, and your brain has to be able to think and critically think on the spot to give a good response. That's not going to throw a woman off. That's not going to offend a woman. That's not going to make you look stupid and not show your charisma. So if your brain is not, if your pistons ain't moving like that, if you could respond to 100 DMs in a day, but you could take your time with it, you know what I'm saying? You're not really what's the word I'm trying to say? You're not moving at an optimum level. You're not performing at your optimum level as a man. You know what I'm saying? You're just shopping for people online. It's just shopping.
Absolutely. And then and I'll address the woman now. Now, do you think that the level of hypergamy is ridiculous? And if you believe so, why?
Yeah, the level of hypergamy is crazy, and I'll tell you why. I'm in the field, and I'm in about 3 different fields where you could witness hypergamy from 3 different, corporate. There's hypergamy there, right? There's the women who look up to men that are powerful and influential. Right. Then you got just straight attention. Instagram influencers, rappers, singers, entertainers. That's just attention hypergamy. Yo, he got 1 million followers. I'm gonna do what he say. Me as myself, with only 2,000 followers, can invite a shorty over. She'll probably say no. Me as myself with 1 million followers, send the same DM. She'll say yes. Right? Because she knows by coming over and being seen with me, it's going to put more eyes on her, and the attention is currency. And the attention currency is what a lot of girls look for. Then you have the financial hypergamy, right? Yo, you could be retarded with no leadership skills, horrible person, cheater, whatever. Females is going to take you because you have the bread. You could buy a Chanel bag. When females talk about getting to the bag, their end goal in life is living a life that looks Instagrammable. So if they can get a bag from you, they will give you access. And all these different levels of hypergamy, I see this on a daily basis. And just being on the outside looking in and observing, I just be like shaking my head. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of female models because we do film, and they I have a lot of female friends that talk to me about their relationships. And you'll be surprised how quickly they throw the good dude to the side and break their neck and compete with 30 other women to get to the one dude that's tagging all 30 of them, smashing all 30 of them, but they're gonna fight and grapple and claw and drive far and travel to get to that individual, because at the end of the day, being with that guy is going to give them either the lifestyle, attention, or bag that they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So people are not looking, I don't know. The hypergamy is crazy. They're not looking for love. They're not looking for legacy, responsibility. They're looking for happiness, and happiness is for children, right? So if you have a whole society that's based on just happiness as the end goal, that's like giving the kindergarten class the keys to the whole school, right? What they gonna do? They're gonna run around. They're gonna chase whoever got the ice cream.
Right. No.
You know
no, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to dating and domestically and internationally, because I know that you travel, and the next thing we were gonna get to is places you travel to and stuff.
Facts.
What would you say are some key differences that you've noticed from dating domestically as opposed to internationally?
It's day and night. It's literally day and night. But I'm gonna throw a little caveat in there because it's starting to become the same, but not in the way that you think. The way it's day and night is that when you're dating here in America, right? Especially if you're in a populated city, even if you're not in a populated city, because it's all about access.
Yeah.
It's all hypergamy. Shorties want to be wild, swept off their feet. It's all about presentation at this point, right? It's like you're selling a movie rollout to get access to a woman who you're trying to get her heart, but she needs for you to even get access to her heart or her body, you got to put forth a lot of resources and put together a show, a presentation, right?
Yeah.
So, expensive restaurant, pull up in a black truck, have on some type of something that look crazy good, and then even if they see all that, they still want to ask you what you do and try to judge and see how much you make. So you got to have all these things in order. And even some people who do have all these things, if you're under 5'11", you still might not have a shot. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of disqualifying factors when you're dating out here. Like you can get disqualified for any little thing because they're chasing that bag, and in their mindset, they already hate men, right? They've already been cheated on so many times because they choose the bad. When they're young, they choose what? Excitement. You choose the motorcycle while in gangbanging, what's gonna happen? He's gonna steal your food stamps and fuck your sister. So so there's the trauma from wrong decisions.
Yeah.
There's the trauma from getting your body used up because they got a lot of bodies on them, right? Then there's the mindset of men are not respected as men because they don't understand that they don't respect men for what they've done because they don't actively see us building. They're living in what's already been built. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, what is a man even for? Because they don't see the building that's been done or the building that's being done when a man goes to work. All they see is the check that he brings home, the bank account, the pool in the backyard, the how many trips can he take me on in a year, and this shit is whack. It's corny. Like dating out here is whack and corny. And it'll drive men to not treat women right either, because then it's going to be like, well, if all you want is the bag, then all I want is the pussy. Fuck is you talking about?
Right. Absolutely.
If all you need me for is utility, then all I need you for is utility, because there's a lot of y'all, right? I'm looking for somebody who's heart. I'm looking for a mother to raise my kids. I'm looking for somebody who has the same values I got. So until I catch that individual, because there's a million of y'all I got to run through with this nonsense,
right? I'm
gonna take y'all to pound town. I'm gonna keep mowing y'all down until I get to something that stops my lawnmower. Right?
Something that stops my lawnmower. I like that. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep shooting until somebody's solid enough that my bullet don't knock them over. Everybody else is a casualty of war, because that's what it's becoming. It's a war. You want my resources, and I want this. So I'm gonna keep shooting until somebody don't get knocked down. And the individual who's solid enough to not get knocked down, and if we can go to war together, now I'm gonna take you and we're gonna get off the battlefield, and we're gonna live this. But until then, it's a battlefield. We're knocking bitches down, right?
Absolutely.
And that's dating on the West is a battlefield. You are fighting for the heart of women who only want a bag and a lifestyle. So you're fighting a lifestyle. You can't win against a lifestyle because you're fighting against what? Instagram. Now, dating in the non-West.
Yeah.
They're looking for family.
Yeah.
They're still hypergamy. They're still looking for a provider. They're still looking for a protector. And they're still looking for security, but they're looking for the basic needs of security, a place to live, right? Somebody that they can be secure with, food on the table, clothing, someone who can lead their kids, because they understand the world is hard and they come from a place where the world is hard and we got to stick together to get up out of this hard world. So they're very appreciative of anybody or anything or opportunity that can get them out of that harsh thing to them. And they still see their men working because the world around them is still being built. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they understand that if my man don't go out there and put the wires up, there's no electricity. Right. If my man don't come with his friends and the cement and the bricks, we don't have a place. If he don't build what's in here, we don't have that. They're not already living in the luxury of what was built. They're seeing their men doing the building, so they value their men and they value their family a whole lot differently. You get what I'm saying? It's the same as somebody who's born in the money versus somebody who makes their own money. We value it differently because you had to work hard and you saw what it took to get it. So these women in other parts of the world value men differently and they value family differently because these are needed to progress. They're at the bottom, they trying to progress. These shorties here, even if they at the bottom, as long as they look like they doing good, they happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
So so that's really the women are way more appreciative, and I know a lot of women give men backlash like, why you got to go overseas? You're just manipulating them because they don't know no better. No, we're not manipulating them. We're interacting with them because they do know better. They don't not know better. They do know better. They're not chasing happiness. Happiness for them comes as a byproduct of having a good family. Once they have an intact family and home, they are happy. You know what I'm saying? I worked in a neighborhood that was predominantly Spanish, and I would watch these wives come pick their kids up, right? And these women had the exact same purses, cars, and jewelry, but they wasn't flaunting it. They were just casually having it. As the shorties around here are dating guy to try to ascertain these things, not realizing if you get a good dude and you settle down, he's going to work hard to get you these things irregardless. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that when you see these upper middle class immigrant families enjoying the spoils of their hard work, they're not flaunting it and flashing it, but they're having the same thing. They're having the same quality. You know what I'm saying? These things come from prioritizing family and prioritizing duty and prioritizing responsibility. Overseas shorties are way more better at everything than these girls over. They clean better, they cook better, they talk to you nicer. They still spicy, they still wild out. It's overall more pleasant. And a man works hard. Yo, men don't work hard for other men. Like, we're very simple creatures. We don't need right. We're happy with peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you get that peace, and so that's really like the one thing that we try to drive home. But shorties over here is just so indoctrinated with the feminism and the materialism and the capitalism. They not. It's almost like they too broken to get it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And shout out to my man Tevin King for the $10 super chat. He says, Unicorn speaking the truth about everyone gets to eat when we spend the bag, but it doesn't come back to us, not even once.
Yeah, because we have not mastered to include they cheated on men. They're for the streets. Oh yeah, they for the streets. But
no, you could read it all out. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to say that we haven't mastered the whole supply chain to where we can get all of the bread for what, you know what I'm saying? So that when one person get rich, it doesn't just go back out.
Right.
Hypothetically speaking, right? Let's just say your company gave you $100,000 bonus, right, Murph? Do you know do you know of any car company where you could buy a car from a black-owned car company?
No.
9 times out of 10, you got to give your money back to Mercedes or BMW or whatever your car you choose to get. You have to give your money back, right?
Yes, correct.
When you upgrade your house, do you know many black-owned construction companies? Many of them that you could choose from. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be giving your money back to them.
Yes, absolutely.
Regardless. And so we're just stuck in that. We're stuck in that cycle, and a lot of us don't want to start businesses that do those things to where we can get the money that's being spent by the individuals with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, we as a community, we have not. Some of us have. I ain't gonna discredit everybody, but
no, it's very. I mean, it's very few and far in between. Like I know, like 2 or 3 people that have like luxury car businesses. 2 or 3 people. But remember just kind of going back into for 14 years old, and we throwing parties for 2,000 plus kids, right? And of course, as we get older, people are going to trickle down, you know what I mean, throughout your life. But we still know so many people, and to only say two or 3 people that look like us that have the businesses, that's wild work.
Crazy.
And now with social media, and we know people, internationally, you know what I mean? So I'm talking about like 3 people globally. This isn't like 3 people from Newark or Brooklyn or whatever. This is 3 people, internationally.
And I try my best, bro. You guys, anybody that know me, I try my best to keep a black dollar. I try my best. I give my money to the schools. I try to support black businesses. But then it's like I give my money to those businesses, and then they go buy Nike, and I see them, next week in the club popping bottles, giving the bread I gave them right back.
Right.
They gave the money to Hennessy, Douce, the club owner. Like, bro, why am I even supporting you if you're just gonna give my bread to them? I might as well keep it over here. So I save a lot.
Right.
I
Absolutely. Shout out to Miss Polly for the $4 super sticker. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. No, I absolutely. I think I think what you're saying is very spot on. It is very true. You know what I mean? So I think it's important. Like I think that with us, and even I've noticed this within like the manosphere, travel sphere. Like you got people who hate on each other. Like it is crazy, and I'm like, all right. So if you got like black men who are doing all the who are doing positive things, and they're talking about travel and how to move and what's important, what places or how to conduct yourself, why not support that person? But then like you'll see like a channel where you'll have like a dude talking about like this is this is the place where you go get the best looking hoe. She gonna suck your dick the long way and all this other bullshit, right? You gonna support the bullshit, but you're not looking at somebody who gonna be like, hey, listen, you gotta have your finances in order. This is what you need to do, and you know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. And it's like it's crazy work. Like
We're trained to be easily entertained, easily distracted, and easily manipulated. Like we're trained to be that, right? So I put like my Instagram, right? If I post a music video with guns and drugs and mad niggas in my background, I get mad views. If I post, no cap. If I post
I know.
Yeah. If I post a video dissing or alluding to dissing somebody talking crazy, I get mad views. When I post my stuff doing philanthropy work or giving money back or talking like how we talking like this, it's not gonna catch unless I'm saying something real racy, which I'm about to say a lot of racy shit in a second. But unless I'm saying something real racy, it's not gonna go crazy because we're not trained to really seek knowledge and seek learning to do better. We're more like, what's the easiest shortcut we could take? You feel me? Yeah. Miss Polly in the house. She is hot. Okay, hottie. You feel me?
Yeah.
Can I read these?
Yeah. So how I do it is like this. You know what I mean? So I'll click on the comment, right? Yeah. And once it's highlighted, then you just read it.
Miss Polly in the house. She is hot. Okay. Shout out to Miss Polly. And Miss Polly, if you're a hottie, holla at my boy Omar. Shot you a nice little compliment. I love it. Let's get it.
All right. You can read this one.
DJ Davis, I haven't smashed one chick in Colombia yet. We have been trained to operate with the monkey brain. Are you saying you haven't smashed one chick in Colombia yet because you're exercising restraint, or you haven't met a chick that's smashable? What are you trying to say?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure of what he was trying to go, but I think what he was trying to say, probably he's looking for quality, not quantity. I think that's where he was trying to go.
Got you. So I'll say this, right?
I think I'm paraphrasing. Yeah. Sometimes as a content creator, you gotta, you know what I mean, you gotta interpret what your people are trying to say.
Yeah, fact. If you're trying to say that you're looking for quality, right? Then put yourself in the parts of Colombia, because there's a lot of professional places and there's very rich and well-to-do areas and a lot of professionals out there, right?
Yeah.
He corrected himself. Click on that, DJ Davis. Correct, quality, not quantity. Got you. So you feel me? If you a young brother and you out there just trying to, you know, dip your toe in the water, then by all means, knock down what's in front of you. You could do a cartwheel in Colombia and kick 20 bitches in the head. It's like that. But
and fine ones too at that.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Skip Miami.
Yeah, skip Miami. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. If you're looking for quality, right? Like if you're in Colombia and you are looking for quality, then I'd say just put yourself in those places. Like, you're not gonna be at the club in the walled city and find, if you're talking about quality, if you're looking for a wife, you ain't gonna find them in the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the club is specifically for clubbing and things that happen after the club type shit. So
absolutely.
Don't get it twisted. They out there, bro. They definitely.
They popping in, man. You gotta respect the legends. Jersey, yes.
Oh, yo, I actually know you gotta respect the legends, man. They got a lit. I believe they got a doctor.
That's my guy. Yeah, you know him. You know him.
Yeah,
that's Ray. That's Ray.
Yeah. So shout out to the guys, man. Much respect. You already know.
Yeah, man. That's my dude, Ray. You know Ray. She said, "Thank you, sir, Miss Polly."
De nada. I'm working on my Spanish. De nada.
All right, man. Yeah. So let's get to traveling.
Hold on. Can I say one more thing about the dating? I want to.
Oh, actually, listen. You can say whatever it is that you want. You the guest.
So, dating overseas, right?
Yeah.
304s is legal, right?
Yep.
You can have your way, pay to play, however you want to call it. What's beginning to happen, I thought that the Western mindset was going to trickle over to our paradises and start infecting them with the disease, the plague of feminism and nonsense. And I ain't even just going to say feminism, just the modern womanhood, right? The happiness chasing. I thought they were going to get plagued with that. But what's actually happening is the 304ness of these countries is trickling over to America now, and the Western women. Yo, y'all is just expensive prostitutes. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call y'all what it is. For the right amount of money, I could get access to y'all. For the right bag, I could tag you. For the right boat, those of you who want to came to my house, I could have 20 of y'all pull up on me. All I have to do is rent a Eurus in Miami, rent the house. For the right amount of money, I can pay to play in America now. And they take pride in that shit now. They screaming that shit loud and clear. So they're not even starting to infect the shorties over here like I thought they was going to do. Y'all are just becoming more accepting of your prostitutionness. Y'all are just expensive prostitutes, and y'all not worth the bread. I'll put it like that. Y'all are hard-headed. What's the word I want to say? Non-peaceful prostitutes. And the reason that people pay to play is for the peace after the play. Yeah.
What's the I've heard this from guys who do like pay for play, and they say like we don't pay her, we don't pay her to come there, we pay her to leave.
Yeah, bro. Think about it, bro. Anybody could tag any shorty. Like there's a million. Like it's so crazy that I feel like when girls go on Instagram, they must not look at the Explore page. They must not see other girls on the Explore page. I could go like this. I can go like this for 30 minutes straight, and you will see baddies.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. To
the point they all start to look the same.
Yeah, for real.
The only difference is skin tone.
Yep. Right.
So if there's a million of y'all, just do simple economics. There's unlimited supply of y'all. We're out to do one thing. We're searching for this, but we're out to do this while we playing. And y'all are settling for the playing, but you want us to pay y'all this. We're looking for this, right? We're looking for the family, the legacy, the heart. You feel me? We're looking for this, so we're willing to pay for this. but y'all want us to pay this.
Yeah.
For this. Y'all playing. It's called pay for play. That's why it's down here. Yeah. Pay for play. We want more than that. But you feel me? The American shorties is playing, but want like, come on, fuck out of here. Nobody's doing that. And don't think men don't know. We just lie to y'all. Men know that y'all just want to. Y'all, I'm gonna get to that Colombia or Brazil in a second. Men know that y'all just trying to go for the bag. Even men with bread that y'all think y'all finessing, you're not really finessing them. You know what's happening?
Hold on, fam. So really quick. So let me just highlight. When I highlight it, didn't just read it and didn't just respond. But now go ahead.
Yeah, the men that y'all think that y'all finessing with for bread, like y'all so-called sugar. I hear so many shorties. I got a trick that do this. I got a trick that do that. You don't got a trick. He has a pussy. He has a level of disposable income that he's willing to give it to you. Now, because you have nothing, you think that you're getting something. But you're getting smashed just like everybody else. You're just getting a different level of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. When y'all think y'all are finessing, don't think that these old dudes are dumb. They're just old and they don't want to chase, so they let their money chase. It's just like when somebody put a hit on your head. I'll let that money chase you. But what Gucci said, I don't got to shoot you. I'll let the rubber bands get you. That's how I'm sniping shorties now. I don't gotta chase you. I'll let the rubber bands go get you. I'll throw the MasterCard at you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Y'all think y'all finessing, y'all think y'all coming up, y'all just raising y'all body count for some bread, for a purse.
Right.
Like you getting knocked down for some bread. So
absolutely. And so one last question when it comes to dating, and then we'll get into traveling. So the term passport bro, what does that mean to you?
So before I started looking into all the travel channels and watching you and Flyboy, right?
Yeah.
I got my passport in 2018. I spent a lot of time not leaving my neighborhood. I didn't start traveling until I had a song that was so lit that I had to travel. So I had to get my passport.
Yeah.
To me, a passport bro was somebody like me. Like, I'm a bro. I'm from the hood, and now I get to travel.
Yeah.
Passport. I got my passport, bro.
Right.
I thought the passport bros were just dudes like me who are new to seeing the world because we've been in our hood and we did not know that there was such a big world out here, and the passport opened our eyes. So now we're eating new foods. We are in the ocean for the first time, on boats a lot. We're just seeing new shit, and we're like kids in the candy shop. I didn't know passport bro was negative at all. I thought it was bros who was new to traveling.
Well, no. I mean, like that's the way I look at it. So, like, for me, I've had my passport since I was 3 years old. So, like, I've been traveling internationally, dating internationally, whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, I've been doing that for years. For me, when I think of the term passport bro, like, I think about it the way that you just have mentioned, like, guys that are having their eyes wide open into traveling, realizing like, hey, you know what? Like, it's not just, whatever city or state where I'm from. It's not just, California, Ohio, New York, New Jersey, et cetera, right? It's there's almost 200 countries in the world, right? And it's like, damn, I only know about, one state or maybe 2 states, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like, that's just wild work. Passport bro gets a negative connotation sometimes because, like, there's no like regulation, if you will. So, like, you could have a homeless guy down the street. I'm a passport bro. You know what I mean? He could just say he's a passport bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like, there's no regulation. So if there's no regulation, like, you got, certain dudes like who just put on a camera and not really like talking about anything that's really going to stimulate your mind. As you mentioned, like, people just go for entertainment, right? So, like, I know like dudes who just, have a channel and all they're talking about is, you could go at the corner of Aviende tres. And you know, Susie right there, yeah, she gonna suck it the long way for like, you know, for like 30 pesos.
And
like,
that be their main focus.
Yeah, and it's like, bruh, like, yo, like, listen, like, I understand, like, you know, manosphere and travel, whatever. Like, it's locker room talk, but certain shit should just be stayed in the locker room.
Nah, that's true. I kind of wish it did. I do like how Flyboy saves it to the end. You feel me?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Like, yo, if you want to know about the stay to the end. You feel me? Because I also do feel like there does need to be some type of conversation about that for travelers who's traveling for that, because shit get dangerous, shit get dicey in these places. You feel me? So,
oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you know, yeah. Again, I'm not against it. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, you know, we're red-blooded males. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, yo, like, you don't necessarily have to say like what street, what block, like, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's a little bit too much sometimes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't even do that in America. Niggas don't be like, yo, go to the corner of Avon Ave and this, and you'll get the best crack. Niggas,
right. Yeah, dry snitching like a mug. You know
what you're saying with that?
So that puts a negative connotation on Passport Bros, because it's really like a few people that's doing it, because most of the dudes that are Passport Bros are typically like educated. Hold on, don't read it. I'm gonna get to it. But you know, like they're educated, and you know they're well seasoned, and you know, and they travel, so they know what they're doing. But as you mentioned, like, you got a couple of pookies, you know what I mean? So
the pookies, the Passport pookies be wilding.
So the pookies, so they all looped in, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's, you know, so that's just like the crazy work. And then another question, you know, like the late great Kevin Samuels, you know,
rest in peace to the GOAT.
Absolutely, man.
Rest in peace to the yo. Y'all should have his picture up there next to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King on your wall. I swear to God, like, y'all really should. The amount of people quoting Kevin Samuels today that was dissing him back then, and even females quoting him now, using him. Keep on, man. It's about to make me mad about the.
No, absolutely, man. I hope like they do like some sort of movie or documentary. Like they should definitely like something should be done, like just like the way like he was able to break stuff down.
Yeah.
I just like to me I definitely think that he's a legend, you know, and you know, and it's, and like some, you know, some people say, oh, you know, like the way he was just talking to women and all that, but see, I've been watching him like
since he was talking to dudes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
He was talking to dudes at first, and then you gotta look at this, right?
Yeah,
Kevin Samuels had remember we talked about the intelligence, being able to be quick on your mind and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
He knew how to eloquently and critically think and speak in a way that he brought all his points home and landed on them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Fresh and Fit's talking points is right from Kevin Samuels' lexicon. Shout to them too. Shout to everybody who do that content. But everything is from his lexicon.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Word up. Everything's out of his.
I know. Absolutely, man. You know, and yeah, because I think like I like Myron from Fresh and Fit. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I think sometimes like he can overdo it, but like when he's calm and he's not trying to be like braggadocious or whatever, like he does make a lot of valid points, you know.
See, the thing is, I've been watching Fresh and Fit since the beginning, right? So absolutely. As an orator and as a debater, I remember when Myron wasn't able to get his points out without spazzing because he didn't have it broken down to the molecules as he does now, right? It was like a learning thing. Fresh. He still don't know what he's talking about. Shout to Fresh. Fresh just be there, you know, saying whatever. He's funny though. He has the personality, but he don't really know how to break down the argument and break the points. Myron knows how to break the points down now, but he still gets tripped up because it's almost like it's stuff that he researched and learned and he's just saying. Whereas when Kevin Samuels was breaking it down, it was coming from a deeper understanding, you know, the layers. of the psychology of all these points.
Right. Well. See, the thing is, right, because like with Kevin had been married twice.
That's
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
he had been married twice. He has a daughter, and then he also was a stepfather.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what I mean? So, like, when guys will say don't be with women with kids, he can understand that. You know what I mean? When guys are upset because they've had messed up marriages, he can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then also, like, he's a father. Myron doesn't have any kids. Myron's never been married. You know what I mean? And again, like, I don't want it to, seem like we're dumping on Myron, because I don't think Myron's a bad guy. But I do think, but I think that the reason why Kevin was so polished is because Kevin was a simp, and he realized that he did some simp shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the
experience. Experience is the best teacher.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's almost like I'm fresh out of college and I got a little bit of fighting training, and I'm gonna teach you how to go to war, versus somebody who already been to war and been shot and been behind enemy lines and been captured and came back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people be like, oh, how can you take advice from somebody who's been shot before? How can you take it? Because they have the experience.
Right.
They did the trauma and they came over it. So they have both sides of the experience. You know what I'm saying? So that's really why his perspective to me is even better as somebody who's been divorced. For to be like, how you going to somebody who's divorced? Because he already been through the fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he been through the wars. He can tell you how to survive a war.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. No. You make absolute sense, man. All right. So this is so let me get through a couple of these comments.
Some of these.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you could go ahead and read them, bro. Read them.
DJ Davis. He said he makes a good point. Lowest chicks stick out like a sore thumb. They sure do, but like, well, we already know how that go. Recreation. I get this question a lot. Colombia.
But Ray, but look at the Colombia. Look at the Colombia.
Come on, boy.
Put
some respect on my new home, man.
Hey, Ray, Colombians don't like that. You gotta put that O instead of that U.
Ain't no I in team and ain't no U in Colombia.
It's COLO.
Let me circle back to that Colombia or Brazil, because that's a long talk. That's not an easy one to answer.
Yeah.
Colombia is the answer, but we'll circle back to that.
Oh, we good?
You want me to say Colombia or Brazil?
Colombia? No, because we go get into the travels.
We'll get to that. That's actually a good question.
We'll circle back later. I got you now.
Yeah. DJ Davis, you do music. Yes, you are looking at the creator of Jersey Club rap music. Yes, Sirski.
Yeah, you gotta so I know we're going into like 2 hours, DJ Davis, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down this interview into pieces. But yes, he does do music, so he talked about that. So that was like in our first block. We're like on block number 4 right now. So let's see. Oh man, Santika, definitely salute, Army salute. Yeah, speaking of Miami, he's in Miami too.
Sad to say, what local people know as a passport, bro. All you know is Americans tricking. Yeah, that's what they think. That's cool.
Yeah.
Don't make me know. Never mind.
Right. Absolutely. Because
America is tricking anyway.
Say that.
Abba and Preach or Fresh and Fit? Your take on that beef? I was never really a Abba and Preach watcher. Like, I seen they issue with Fresh and Fit. I feel like I'm still on Fresh and Fit side. I understand the content they're doing. I like the content they're doing. I feel like men and women can learn from the content. You got to remember, what they're actually saying to these women on the show is not the teachable moment. It's watching the women be lost in Myron's, like their inability to even comprehend what he's saying is what you need to understand. He breaks down topics and points so succinctly, and they all still leave there knowing nothing, or some of them check out completely and some of them just stay silent the whole time because they don't like to argue. You can use that and then mirror that to the world. You cannot change women's thinking. You can only change what you do and hope you get the ones that's going to match your goals. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Murph? Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like if on the podcast they don't get it and it's broken down step by step, where will they get it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so the teachable moment is the totality of the pod, not the banter that's being thrown back and forth. That's just for entertainment purposes. But the overall thing is that no matter how logical and entertained or educated or how many statistics you put in front of their face, when them girls leave that podcast, they go right back to hypergamy, right back to OnlyFans. They go right back to doing the foolishness that they learned was foolish.
Man, you know, what you just said, that was beautifully said, though, right? Because the totality of the show is like, I just broke everything down, and you still don't understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And like, and there are pockets where, like, you'll see, like, a couple of women will say, he's right. What he's saying is right. It makes sense, but like the majority of them be like, huh? Or they get mad and they crash out. Yeah. And it's like, all right, like you crashing out because you know what he's saying. And Santika lives in Miami, so I know he'd be like, man, these dudes.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, if you live in Miami, you already know the landscape that you living in. Like, he said,
he has pushback. He has pushback, bro.
Nah, I'll say this though too. I actually agree. He said, "Fit and fresh get no respect out here. Dade County tricks, fronting for the tube, ass local pros." All right, so the reason why they're so successful is because they're corny dudes. Their show wouldn't have hit home if they were somebody like myself with a little bit more charisma, swag, and coolness, because they're speaking for the dudes who don't get noticed. You get what I'm saying? If he was a cool dude and nonchalant, his show would not have been successful because he would be speaking for dudes who already get attention and get what they want. He's speaking for the 90 or 85% of dudes who are invisible to women, awkward dudes, 9-to-5 dudes. Everybody's not blessed with charisma. Everybody's not blessed with the gift of gab. Everybody's not blessed with good looks. Matter of fact, to be good looking means that you're exceptional. And women are only looking at the top exceptional. So you're not blessed with good. Everybody's not blessed with height. I'm not close to 6 feet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not blessed with all these disqualifying factors that women put so that they only look at the top 10%. So if Myron and Fresh were those dudes, their show wouldn't exist. They are the dudes who were ignored. They are the lower 80%, and they have to be kind of goofy and corny to properly represent that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you say ask the local pros, bro, they're on YouTube. They gotta front. It's the entertainment business. I'm not mad at them I can look at them and tell they're not them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the clout now, so they can become them. But just walking down the street, whenever you see them doing live shit, and Myron be standing there looking awkward and Fresh be kind of awkward, come on, bro. We know they're not that, but you do gotta. I still give them respect because they were able to be regular. They were able to be themselves and build a platform as the version of themselves that we saying they kind of corny. But
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're
saying. That's who they're speaking for. They're not speaking to me. Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Polly again for the super chat. You could go ahead and read that, bro.
I like Miss Polly, man. She in the building. Since Brazil is up and coming world power, do you think better investments should be there?
Let's hold that. I like that question. Let's hold that.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that when we talk about that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hold on. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see.
Gotta respect Kevin Samuels. That's
absolutely. All right. So we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Definitely make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and support the show, support the channel. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. He was just okay. The Godfather of Jersey club rap. Absolutely. All right. So, the last block. Well, second to last block.
Yeah.
But what places have you traveled to?
So I've traveled a lot, but I haven't been to many places. I got mad places on my bucket list. But
Yeah.
I've done a lot of I'll say like South America and the Caribbeans, right? Like South America and the Caribbean is what I've done. Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, DR, basically South America and the Caribbeans. You feel me?
No, but tell the countries. Go ahead. You can tell the countries.
Yeah. Brazil, Colombia. We did a tour. We was on tour. So we performed at a lot of these places. We went to the Dominican Republic Carnival, done that twice. Haven't done Brazil Carnival yet, but we were the first American artists to perform in the favelas. I'll talk about that. The favelas is crazy in Brazil. We performed there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we did the Brazil favelas. We did Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. We did Sao Paulo, Brazil. We did Campinas, Brazil. So we did a bunch of different spots in Brazil as well. And then I'm in Colombia, so I'm in Cartagena, so Cartagena lit. About to touch other spots. Flyboy got a spot in Barranquilla. I got to hit Cali. Got to hit Medellin with Kings and Dreams. You heard? So
yes, sir.
It's a lot of that too. But been all around Mexico. Made the first international Jersey Club song and video in Mexico City. You feel me?
Yeah. So
yeah.
At
we
the end,
we can say about that, but yeah. So I've basically been to like a lot of Latin America.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, what made you decide to get a place in Colombia?
So during the pandemic, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody was like traveling and going to all these places. And I kept hearing Colombia, but it wasn't popular yet. Like, right? I just kept hearing inklings of people talking about going to Colombia. But I had no idea what was in Colombia. I didn't know nobody who ever been to Colombia. The only thing I knew about Colombia was cartel, danger, drugs. Right. And I heard they got some baddies. I didn't even know that yet neither. I only knew that from watching the Colombian news stations, from the news anchors. Like, oh shit. Right. So I remember I said to myself, like, yo, my next country, I'm gonna go somewhere that I've never been before. And I want to go somewhere that ain't nobody else really going like that. So I just put this little post out like, yo, I want to go to Colombia, whatever. These shorties hit me up like, yo, we actually going to Cartagena for my girl birthday party. Give us $300. You could split the Airbnb with us. Yeah. Said, all right, how much the tickets? So look, tickets were cheap as hell. The B&B was nice as hell. 300, like, trip wasn't nothing. Go out to Colombia. And I just remember my first night out in Cartagena. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm looking around like, what? It's too many baddies outside. Like, too mmany baddies outside. Like, what is this? So I remember going in the club and I remember seeing like a boatload, like just and I'm looking like, what? And it's all flavors. So then when I get back to the B&B, like I didn't know these people. I knew one girl on the trip, but I didn't know the rest of the people that was in the Airbnb with us. Yeah. I leave a club with nothing the first night. I just, go back to my Airbnb to chill because I landed late and I'm going back late. When I get back to the crib, these dudes is having a smorgasbord in the crib. So I go to sleep. So day 2, they like, yo, bro, we outside. I'm like, yo, y'all met them shorties at the club? So they start, putting me on. I'm like, yeah, bro, you don't know where you at? I'm like, nah, I don't know where I'm at. So as I'm, moving around, I'm seeing the landscape, the weather, the beaches, the boats, and I'm just like kind of enamored with this place. Like, this place fire, whatever, right? Yeah. Me, I'm still not hip. I'm using my gift of gab, pulling shorties left and right. Yeah. I like it. Everybody's so friendly. Everybody's DTF. This is a movie. So then what ended up happening is I go back out there on my dolly, right? And when I go back out there dolly, I bring my cousin. He
went out by himself for people who don't know, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I go back by myself because being with a group of people you don't know is not the same as being able to move and operate how you want to. I was kind of on these shorties right. Their birthday. So I go back on my dolly and I go back by myself. And the Airbnb that I'm staying in, I noticed it's a black guy who is on the phone with us, helping us get situated in this Airbnb, nice ass Airbnb. So I'm like kicking it with bro, and we talking, and then I'm like, yo, how many of these you got? He like, oh, I got this unit, that unit, da 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 da. Like, yo, hypothetically speaking, how much you pay for rent? And he ain't tell me exactly, but he like gave me like a acronym, like he gave me he compared it to something cheap.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So my wheel, entrepreneur, my wheels just start turning.
Yeah.
Now I'm not even caring about the girls no more. I'm walking around looking at all these high rises being built.
Yeah.
And I'm telling my cousin, like, yo, we're gonna get us some of these. We gonna grab up some of these, and the prices was, you feel me? So basically, what I started masterminding, like, I'm gonna come back out there a couple more times and get a lay of the land and lay eyes on these different properties, and I'm gonna get me one of these. You feel me? And it wasn't as easy as you would think, because as I learned, getting property out there is not the same as getting it here. But like when you ask what made me want to do it, it's just the lifestyle, bro. Our dollar goes a long way out there. It's easy living. The stuff that we pay a lot of money for to do in Miami for a weekend, I can do every day for the low. Not only that, back in America, and all my other friends want to stay in Colombia, they can stay at my spot and pay me for Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how it came about. I fell in love with it out there, and I'm like, shit, I need my own slice of paradise.
Yeah.
I need my slice of paradise, and I want to make money while doing it. I need assets. You feel me?
No, I absolutely, man, absolutely. And and with the property, because your property got built, right?
There's one that's in the building stage.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And so tell people about that process, because typically like with that process, people would think like, yo, like things are gonna happen like really fast. The property is gonna get built really, really fast.
Yeah.
Yo,
no, it's not like that. It's a long process, and what you have to understand about anything overseas is you need to be there in person and really understand the culture and the nature of these people business-wise, right? When I say these people, I mean people from other nations different from yours, because everyone has different culture, different ethics, whatever. So in Colombia, they're slapping up apartments left and right. They slapping them up. And what you can get is a pre-build. You could buy something that's going to be built up, and you can tailor it to your liking, right? And you get it for a cheaper price. But the flip side to that is that it might take longer than anticipated, because they don't have the same work ethic, especially once they get your money. Now, if they're waiting for your money, they build it, they moving fast so they can get your money. But once you put the money in hand, they're not incentivized to move at that pace, because in their culture, money in their pocket is money in their pocket. And deadlines ain't really deadlines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you gotta understand maneuvering.
Yeah.
You gotta understand maneuvering that. You gotta also understand that cash is king out there, and it's really no loans to be taken. You gotta pay everything in cash up front, and gotta be on top of your shit, right? You gotta be there. If you think you're gonna sit back in America and just be sending the money and your shit gonna get done while you're not there, unless you got feet on the ground, you're gonna be waiting. Yeah.
You definitely gotta have boots on the ground, and and the thing is that like and the thing is that like I don't necessarily think that it's laziness per se, but laziness. But like but like the thing is like, see, in the United States, like we're used to taking maybe like 30 minutes or an hour lunch break. Like over there, like they'll take a 2-3 hour lunch break
for lunch.
Yeah,
one of my homies
3-hour lunch break.
One of my homies is a teacher over there. I'm like, yo, I need to look at 5 properties today. He said, I'm gonna come pick you up on lunch. I said, you gonna take me to 5 properties on your lunch break? My man, lunch break was 3 hours.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like for people who have like the 30-minute lunch breaks here, like you gotta, because don't forget, like, especially like if you got like some soup or something like that, you know what I mean? You gotta wait because most people taking lunch at the same time. So you got Susie, Lucy, Manuel, whatever, they all warming up their lunch, you know what I mean? So all that take about 5 or 6 minutes. So by the time you get to the microwave, you on like minute 8. It takes like 3 minutes to warm up your soup. You on minute 11. Yo,
the time you take your first bite,
you got 19 minutes left. You got 19 minutes left to get to that soup.
By the time
and then you go to Colombia, bro. And then you go to Colombia, and Manuel just chilling, just driving you around, smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm on lunch, chilling, whatever." You know what I mean? And he like, "Yo, don't you got to get back to the office?" He's like, "Yeah, don't worry, I'll get back there." Yo,
my bro used to go to the gym on lunch. He'd go to the gym, work out, and go home and shower. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
But it's different culture, different living down there, and it's like once you go overseas, you'll realize that the stress and stuff that we put on ourselves over here, it don't got to be all that. It don't got to be all that. You feel me? You just got to, once you figure out how to get your income right and how to once you figure out how to get some passive income over there can pay for a king's lifestyle over there. Real talk.
Absolutely. Yeah. And and like even if you go to the supermarket, you go to Exito and you go to Exito. Exito's kind of like a Walmart-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they got everything in the supermarket. Got TVs in the supermarket.
Yeah, right. So but like the thing is, right, like, there's no like quick checkout line, and like, you may see people like having a conversation like 10-15 minutes, like, I mean, just as Unicorn had just mentioned, like you gotta have that patience because everybody here, especially we're from the tri-state area, like everybody's on a hustle, everybody like everybody's moving fast, like from the tri-state area, like, if you are walking slow, you go piss somebody off. Especially like if you are walking like on like in the middle, and you just blocking everybody. Like, you either got to be on the left side or the right side, so this way people can, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause where we from, people running you over.
Right.
Man, move, get out the way.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So like, going over there definitely has taught me a different level of patience. You know what I mean? Especially like if someone's gonna meet you and they be like, hey, like I'll meet you around like 2 or 3 o'clock. Man, listen, that person be coming to like 4:30, bro.
A 3 o'clock appointment out there, man. They liable to 4:30ish.
Right. Yeah. So if you're one of those people, like, you like, punctuality is key, like don't move to Colombia, bro.
Yeah. Like, you got things move at their own pace. But like I said, you got to get the lay of the land, understand and that's for anywhere you go. No matter where you go, the culture, the lay of the land gonna be a little bit different. You just got to be open. You feel me? But
absolutely. And and you recently got your visa, so talk a little bit about that process, through a high level. I don't get too intricate, because for me, like, I charge, hey, listen, I'm a capitalist. I charge people like for that visa process.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna go too crazy, but basically, they got different type of visas that you can get. You can get your investment visa, your digital nomad visa, your if you got somebody over there that you're related to. It's different type of visas, but it's really having your paperwork together, and then you might want to get you. I was going through a law firm at first, a Colombian law firm that I had found through Flyboy. You feel me? I was using them, but
okay. Oh, you use the same people.
Yeah, I had the same people on the line. I was going to use them to get it expedited, and I'm actually using them to get my mother's expedited because hers is a little bit different than mine. Hers is a retirement visa. You know what I'm saying? And what I ended up doing is I went on the visa website myself, and I'm highly educated, so I was able to figure out, like I can literally do people's visas at this point. So I was able to do it myself, but you do have to. If you're going to go the route of doing it yourself, you don't want to get rejected. So you have to have a level of understanding of the documents that they're asking for. Yeah, you got to understand how to present yourself to correctly get your visas. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely recommend get you a lawyer or get an agent, like somebody like Kings and Dreams, somebody that can do it for you, because you don't want to get rejected. You know what I mean? You want to get it done the right way. And that way, when you get down there, you can get your cedula and your bank account and your tax ID number, and the sky's the limit after that.
Yeah. For those who don't speak Spanish, cedula is your ID.
Your ID card, yeah.
Yeah, identification card. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you this, one of the points of hurdles that I had is I wasn't able to open up a bank account because I didn't have an ID out there, and I didn't have an ID because I didn't have a visa. So I'm out there trying to do all this business, talking all this big money talk. They like, all right.
Now you can open up a bank account though. I told you how to do it, but if I do that, that's more.
Keep that.
Because I told you that I told you to work around. Yeah. And of course, you my man. Like I've known you over my whole life. I'm not going to charge you for it, but you should have went the way I told you.
I totally forgot about that. I walked into the banks. They was giving me some other walk arounds, and I'm like, oh nah, ain't no guarantees on that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Let me get to a couple of these super chats really quick.
Fact.
Miss Polly again. What? Okay, you can read it.
What would be the top investments out of the U.S.? So when it comes to these countries where your dollar goes a long way, your dollar usually goes a long way in these countries because they don't make a lot of money. Like a little bit of money is a lot of money to them out there, right? So let's say if you got a t-shirt business or a service business, you can't really charge premium prices overseas because who's going to pay your premium prices? They don't have that type of disposable income. Real estate is really the best way for Americans or Western people to make money overseas. Top investments overseas, real estate. If you want to be safe and you want to make American and European dollars, right? Or if you work remotely, or you're able to do some type of contracting out there, maybe if you have some type of service job, but because you won't have to pay them much, but then again, you won't make much in the grand scheme of things because, like I said, they don't have the disposable income to pay you for whatever services you're giving. Everything out there is much cheaper. So if you're trying to do anything to make money out there, I would definitely say real estate. And it's not too hard to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just to follow up on that question, good question, Miss Polly, by the way. So real estate, real estate would be the number one. Real estate would be the number one, and then the other way, working remotely and buying, purchasing your own business, whether it's like a restaurant, lounge, something like that. But essentially that is part of real estate, right? So those are the two main ways.
Yeah.
Right? So because you want to be able to
minimize risk also.
Yeah, you want to be able to track the euros, the pounds, and the US dollars.
Yeah. That's what you really want. You don't want to try to get into a business where you're making pesos. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You want to be converting your money into pesos.
Right. Exactly. Good question. Let's see here. Shout out to Santika. Go ahead.
Antigua. What am I gonna stop playing to pass that plate around? Super chat. Yeah, yo, I like this. I like this whole super chat thing and all that, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that's being generous, man. I like that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the super chat. Absolutely, man.
Good stream, King and King of Dreams. Gotta go. Work calls.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Enjoy. Yeah, because I know she's actually at work.
Trying to make it to Colombia, boss. It's hard as F to find remote work. DJ Davis. It is, yo. I know a couple dudes out there that's working remotely, and they're some lucky guys. And I don't know how hard it is to work remote, but
Interestingly enough, so shout out to my one of my mentors, Andre Love Crossing Borders. You know, I'm a part of this remote work group. So it actually just got started earlier this week. And so DJ Davis, you know, hit me up on Instagram, and we'll talk more about it. And Unicorn, you know, you could just hit me up afterwards, and I'll hook you up, of course.
Yo, yeah, let me know if this. Yeah, I might have to send some people out there work remotely. Word up.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So you know, when it, so you already have one property in Cartegena right now, right?
Yep.
And you're getting a second one built. So how many properties are you looking to have in Cartegena alone?
So this is my goal, right? My mother recently retired, right? So she spends half the year, you know, down there at my spot in Cartegena, but we need one for her, right? So her own. I would like to have 3. I would like to have 3 to the neck.
Yeah.
One more of a personal, right? More of a personal one.
Yeah.
And the other one's more high-end luxury with more amenities, where if I'm not there, they're just making money year round, irregardless. Right. And the thing is, you could get the high-end joints for the low. And then you get some regular, you get something nice, something like, I wouldn't call it basic because it's on the beach, but you get something nice.
Yeah.
Low, and just have that to yourself. We say to the neck, but pause. Have that to yourself or your family if you plan on starting a family out there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, everything is beach. The whole Cartagena is beachfront, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything's close to the airport. Everything is pretty much walking distance or a 5-10 minute drive. Ubers ain't nothing but $2 out there. You really can't go wrong. What I'm noticing is, you know, prices are starting to go up. Inflation's kicking in. Whoever's in charge of real estate out there is catching on. And they're starting the prices. You'll see the prices.
No, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's the same way in Medellin as well. But I think what's happening is that, you know, you're starting to, you know, the inflation here in the United States is what's causing people to become more expats. You know what I mean? Because I think another thing, like when it comes to passport bros, like, you know, they think it's just guys, you know, just like, you know, just lusting and hunting for women. But like another thing with the passport bros, a big part of it really is more or less for economical reasons. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I remember there was a time where I mean, gas is still kind of outrageous, but I remember it was super outrageous. And especially like, you know, especially like if you have a luxury vehicle where it only takes premium gas. Oh man, man, you know what? There was a point I remember hearing like you know, some people I know, and they're like, yo, like I'm really about to just like take my bike to go to work. Like that's how bad it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, not a motorcycle, like my bike. It's just crazy. So, you know, and then you know, like taxes have gone up, you know, it's just taxes have gone up, you know, property taxes, you know, crazy. Nickel and diming you know what I mean? And then it's like, even if you live in a decent area, and it's, you know, it's not too hood, but it's not too good. You know what I mean? Even those areas, like those shaky areas, like, yo, if you make that wrong turn, you might, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, even those areas, like the property, you know, like it's expensive to find stuff over there. So it's like, you know, why do I want to be like living near the hood when I could find, you know, what Unicorn was just saying, when I could find a nice beachfront property and be good?
Yeah, it is really a no-brainer for certain people. Like if you value your peace and you want to kick your feet up and have fun and enjoy the weather, you really go over there and get, like I said, get your slice of paradise. Or if you want to stay in America and you can work hard and get a high paying job in America, but you're still gonna be paying crazy prices to live a less quality of life.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I mean, listen, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know, if someone, if someone were to ask you, hey, you know what, do you want a job that's going to pay you $250,000 a year, but you have to remain in the U.S., or do you want a job that's going to probably pay you 70 to 75 a year, but you could live anywhere in the world and work remotely? Which one? I'm gonna pick that 75.
No brainer.
Right. That's a no-brainer.
No
brainer. No brainer, man. So what's next? Actually, yeah, what's next on your bucket list, man? As far as musically and then travel wise, what's next on your bucket list, man?
I mean, musically, a lot of people don't know this, but I've never dropped an actual album. You know what I'm saying? We don't put mixtapes out, put out hella singles, whatever. So I got an actual body of work that we putting out. Like 2025, we got mad. Like,
so you like the Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, because you know what? Because like when people be like, yo, Lil Wayne, how many albums did Lil Wayne got? You don't remember, but you remember like, yo, he got like 90 million mixtapes.
Hella singles. Yeah. So I plan on putting out a complete body of work, but not only that, I'm doing a lot of international collabs, right? So we got the shit in DR with the Jersey Club with the Dembo. You feel me? Trying to work with the Dembo artists. Overseas, Japan, China, Australia, like hitting all these other markets. Oh, Africa too, definitely Africa. But just basically tapping into all these other markets that are actually way bigger than the American market, number wise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So musically, it's really going to be a lot of integration in the foreign markets, which is going to lead to more travel as we do more overseas shows. So I get the best of both worlds. We get the music, we get the the revenue from that, but also I spread my brand, spread my what I'm doing worldwide, and get to travel. So it's like working and vacation at the same time. So that's really the bucket. That's really the plan for 2025. Hit more countries. Definitely got to spend more time in Colombia to work on more properties. And yeah, that's pretty much that, bro. New clothing collections dropping.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And then and I know that there was a comment.
Colombia, Brazil.
Yeah, let's go to hold on. But Miss Polly had a super chat. I think this was the one. Oh yeah, this was the one.
Since Brazil is up and coming world power, do you think the better investment would be there? So this comes from somebody who's done Colombia, done DR, done PR, done Brazil, and I did multiple cities in Brazil. If you're
by the way, did you end up going to Salvador Bahia in Brazil? I think you did, right?
What's that?
Salvador Bahia. That's like the one of the most popular black cities.
I don't think I went there. Nah, I ain't had time to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. But Salvador Bahia is dope. But yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, so Brazil to me, right? If you have to put, it's gonna get dicey. If you have to put the people in order of how fun or lit or like how intense the culture is, then I would probably say Brazil first. This is putting the litness of the people. Brazil, DR, Colombia. Colombians is more chill. Dominicans, they got the dembow music. They turn. They outside 24/7. They got more flavor. They more spicy. They culture is a little bit more flavor. Yeah. DR is up there when it comes to culture.
Yeah.
But Brazil, they energy crazy. Now keep in mind, we coming in from Jersey club culture. We're coming from a dancing culture. Our best dancers cannot hold a candle to their regular dancers. They're lit. Music, what's that music they got out there? Bali funk?
Yeah, the funk. Yep.
The funk music is crazy.
Yep.
Their parties is crazy. Their DJs are crazy. The favela, just their high level of litness. So if you're talking about spiciness and fun and entertainment, Brazil, DR, Colombia. Now, if you're talking about the shorties, Colombia beating all of them.
Yeah.
Brazil is up there. But Colombia got them beat. It is what it is. You feel me? Colombia got them beat, but Brazil is lit. if you're talking about doing business out there, right now, this is me as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
The level of danger in Brazil is not worth it. Meaning, you know how when you go to these third world countries, they're like, yo, this spot's dangerous. Be careful. You might get robbed. This spot dangerous. Be careful. Watch out for the pickpockets, right?
Yeah.
In DR, you could have a fairly good time very safely. Not too. I mean, if you do something stupid, you might get pickpocketed if you go to the wrong neighborhood, whatever,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Colombia, you got to be a little bit even more on point out there, but you can have a fairly good time. Nothing probably gonna happen to you unless you're very willy-nilly, unless you're obviously looking like a victim, right? Brazil, it's not about if something will happen to you. Like, there's a very high chance your phone's getting snatched. Something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we stayed in the nice neighborhoods in Brazil. We stayed in mad different places. I kept seeing crime. And this is coming from somebody who is from the hood. I'm not even shooken by crime. Crime don't bother me. The level of alertness that you have to be on in Brazil is the reason why I, like, when I was leaving Brazil, I never had the thought, oh, I got to live here. Never crossed my mind. It's lit. It's turned. But there's just too much awareness that you as an out-of-towner got to have to be able to comfortably, move around in Brazil. Great place to visit. I'll go there for a month. I'll go there for 2 months. But will I lay down roots there? I personally don't think I would. Now, is there bread in Brazil? If you're a business owner, yeah. Sao Paulo is the third most densely populated city in the world, right?
Yeah.
What I'm told.
That is correct.
Yeah. So, and there's a huge wealth gap in Brazil.
Well,
So,
I mean, I mean, definitely. So, I'm glad that you mentioned Sao Paulo, right?
Yeah.
So, because the NFL just had their first game in Sao Paulo. It was the Packers against the Eagles.
Word?
Yeah. So and I'm actually gonna do a live stream about that, like, with expats relocating, right? Is that helping the NFL spread? Because the NFL, I think they just did it. I think they're doing a game in Germany, or they're about to do a game in Germany. So because usually that, well, they've been doing games in London for years, right? But now, like, they just did one in Sao Paulo. I think they're looking to do one in Germany.
That's pretty dope. I like that that spreading out there. But my question is, that's actually very dope that football is spreading to places where they consider soccer football. Right?
Yeah.
What do they call football? Because they already got football.
You know what? I don't even know. So I guess they call it American football. They call it American football.
American football. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so they call it American football. And bro, like, and that stadium in Sao Paulo, like when they had that game, it was packed. I mean, sold out.
Yo, people.
So like people like people are watching the sport, but again, right? What's happening is that you also have like the expats, that are going there and teaching the game. And let me tell you something that people don't know. And I think it's in it's in Medellin. It's in Medellin, and I think one is in Cartegena. They actually have like a football league. They have like a football league. Yeah, it's like a minor football league that they have.
That's crazy. So that opens up a lot of opportunity. That opens up business opportunity for expats if you over there, because football is huge. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely opportunities there, and maybe import export. I've never done business in Brazil aside from being paid to perform, so I don't know how they get down.
Yeah, I mean, well, see, the thing is that Brazil is a very big country, and I think Brazil is almost like 2/3 of the United States, man. Like, if you look on the map, Brazil is freaking huge.
Yeah.
So the thing is that for me, I can't say no to not do business in Brazil, because I do know that Brazil is about to be a first world country soon, because it's a second world country now. It's actually not even third.
It's a second world.
Yeah.
I never even knew we had second world countries.
Yeah. But South, you funny.
I thought we only have first and third.
Nah. Yo, but Sao Paulo is so prominent. You know what I mean? So like it's a powerhouse just on its own. Just being able to bring the NFL there, like that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like the NFL won't go anywhere. Yeah, huh?
Sao Paulo is a crazy city, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I think that, like, you know, I think you would have to find the right investment to invest in Brazil, because Brazil is so big. There's a lot of opportunity, and you know, it's you know, I think if you have the right niche, absolutely. So I can't say yes and I can't say no. It's just because I haven't really had much time in Brazil as much as I've had in Colombia.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I know the lay of the land of Colombia like very, very well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could sniff a grifter a mile away now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, and the thing is, I would love to learn more about Brazil, and because there's opportunities in all these places. You feel me? I'm definitely open to learning more. But you know, just from my experience there, you know, it's wow, it's high alert. But
absolutely, man.
You know how I know this bread to get in Sao Paulo? I always judge by the price of stuff in the mall.
Oh, yeah,
bruh. I'm like, yo, I'm in a third world country. Why the hell?
Second world.
Yeah, second. I didn't know second. I'm in a second world country.
Yeah.
And they prices is the price of an Air Force One tells me all I need to know about disposable income of a country. You feel me?
Well, don't forget, but in Latin America, right? In Latin America, like how Jordans are to us in the States.
Yeah.
The Adidas is like that to them. So when you look at the price of the Adidas, that will tell you how much bread they got.
Yeah.
So if they Adidas is like $300, somebody getting some money around here.
So I'm in the mall and I'm like, I thought they was poor out here. They ain't that poor.
Right. You start clenching your wallet like, God damn, yo, am I still in the States?
Yo, I walked out of a Foot Locker like, damn.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You thought you was gonna get you like 3 pairs of Air Force Ones for like $100, like 33.
Yeah. Nah, I go to the black market now.
Yeah, like like Flyboy, he says I get my shit from China.
he get it from the store. He get his fresh off the table.
Yo,
he get changed fresh off the table.
Man, that's too funny. Hold up. All right, read this.
DJ Davis, I have so many beats, write music for films, and do surround sound mixing and recording. Hold to work with you, bro. Yo, hit me directly on IG, or we'll exchange information directly, bro. We get definitely work. I'm always working. I'm always collaborating. Collaboration. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. So his Instagram is unicorn151, unicorn151, and then just hit me on Instagram if you can't find him. You know, again, like it's right in front of you. Like it says Kings and Dreams. You know what I mean? Right in front of you, man. So just hit him up, and then let's go to this one, Santika.
I agree with Unicorn, bro. It's one thing visiting Colombia for 5 days versus being there for 15 days and more. You start saying, okay, let me be on high alert.
Absolutely.
Word up.
Absolutely.
Head on a swivel.
Jamie Woods. Shout out to my man Jamie Woods. Definitely make sure you guys check out his channel too, man.
Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Yeah, shout out to Kings and Dreams. You heard?
Subscribe. Absolutely, man. All right, so you know, we're gonna close out, man. But what would you say are your next countries to travel to in 2025?
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but you know I'm Liberian, so I know Africa is a continent, but I definitely will be hitting Africa, Liberia, Ghana, Nigeria, and possibly South Africa, but definitely hitting Africa 2025.
Man, I'm surprised you didn't mention Kenya.
Bro, wherever it's lit at. You feel me? Once I get over there,
yeah, I'm going.
You going to Kenya?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about Kenya, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of my bros is out there, man. A lot of the bros is out there.
Oh yeah, and my my pops got a lot of land in Liberia that I got to go get surveyed. So that's probably going to be another investment opportunity out there for my family. So so I'm gonna count the whole continent of Africa as one. I'm gonna count that as one.
Right. I got you.
You feel me? Definitely Japan and whatever other Asian countries is lit out there. Definitely want to go out there. A friend of mine just came from tour out there doing Jersey Club. So
nice.
Japan is top of the list. Gotta hit that.
Yeah, Japan. Yeah, I'm island.
Yeah,
for the island, right? So you done know, man. I ruled by mindset. So let me tell you, like in Tokyo, like they be going in on the dance hall. I'm like, this thing look like a reggae, like a reggae club.
Yeah, they big on the dance hall out there.
Super big, big. And
I seen a video. They got shorties with dreads and all that out there too.
Yeah. Like Rasta.
Real bumbleclots.
Yeah, real bumbleclots.
Real blood clot Japanese, you don't know.
I said real bumbleclots. Oh, dude, funny. But it's and they actually do like a Caribbean carnival. Shout out to my man Culture Invasion. He sent it to me. But like when they do the carnival, the carnival is actually like in the middle of a football season. Like because I coach my son's football team.
Yeah. So
like it's like in the middle of the season. I'm like, I don't know, but I might have to miss like a couple of games.
Yo, let me know. We can put a Japan trip together. I definitely got to hit Japan.
Yeah,
I want to hit a couple other spots in Asia. I got to do more research. You heard. I feel like North Korea needs some Jersey Club out there because I feel like they don't have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and leather jackets is illegal out there. You feel me? So I feel like maybe I can come out there and get them to loosen up.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yo, man, this definitely was a pleasure, man.
We didn't even get into a hell of shit, but we got into a lot of shit.
We gonna do a part two. We gonna have to do a part two, man. Yeah, man. But this was definitely amazing, man. You know what I mean? So let the people know where to find you, you know what I mean, and just kind of give your final thoughts and everything that we discussed, my brother.
Oh man, all right, first off, you can find me on Unicorn 151 everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, everywhere. If you want to look up articles, just put up Unicorn 151 in your Google search. I'm part of a documentary called The Jersey Sound that's on Tubi now. I got a couple other documentaries covering Jersey Club. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm about to get more active on TikTok. This is actually my debut. I'm about to get definitely more active on YouTube with all the traveling that I'm doing. More travel content, more lifestyle content. I'm not at my crib right now, but I want to shout out Angie Morena. You heard? I'm at my shorty's house right now. When I do go to Japan, I'm gonna learn Kung Fu because she's been trying to beat me up lately, and I need to myself. You know me? For those of y'all who don't know, I am a yellow belt in Taekwondo, so don't fuck around. You heard? That's one belt above white belt. What else? As far as what we was talking about, bro, we touched on a lot of important points. We didn't really go too crazy on the dating and the shorties. We'll save that for a whole nother time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I do want to say this, man. I'm glad that we got like-minded, intelligent Black brothers to set the example. You, Flyboy Way, myself, when it comes to preserving Black wealth, real estate, fiscal responsibility, family responsibility, and just leveling up as niggas that came from Newark, New Jersey, from the gang era. And we ain't touch on that neither. But we came from, you feel me?
Yeah.
Niggas that came from like official real shit and being able to change our lives around for the better. What else we touched on? Real estate, you heard. I advise everybody get you a piece of paradise, whether your paradise might be in Oklahoma on a farm. If it's economically and fiscally responsible, do it. For all my creators out there, my musicians, my film people, my dancers, my creators, my influencers, keep pushing your craft. Don't be scared to reinvent yourself. Entrepreneurship is ups and downs. So when you're down, you know, figure out a way to pick yourself up. As long as your legs ain't broken and you have good health, you can always pick yourself up and do better. You heard? Network is not what you know, it's who you know. Keep innovating. We are in the technological age and we have information at our fingertips. Fellas, you heard? FD's 304s. Find you a WIFE. Don't pay the
just not in the States though.
Yeah. You heard. Find somebody that matches your heart. Has responsibility and duty. Don't chase happiness. Handle your responsibility and your calling, and the happiness will come as a byproduct. Killer.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. This was one of those ones, man. This was one of those. Yeah, this was one of those ones, bro. Definitely appreciate you, man.
And shout Kings and Dreams. Appreciate you. Long overdue. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do another one. We can really talk some shit, bro. We're gonna kick it up. We're gonna really kick it up. You heard?
We definitely go kick it up, man. We definitely go kick it up.
I want to give you flowers, though. I want to give you flowers, man. Love what you're doing, man. Keep it up, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man, for sure, man. And I love what you're doing with the music. You know what I mean? With the fashion and being able to, put yourself in the rooms with big wigs and you know what I mean, and intertwining the two. You know what I mean? Because again, as you mentioned, it's not about what you know; it's about who you know. Like the thing is, like for me, in these spaces, like I like to network with a lot of people because I think it's important, right? Because the thing is, like, behind the scenes, like I know a lot of powerful people, man, and as you do as well, you know what I mean? And so it's good to have these connections, you know what I mean? And that's a part of, what Kevin would say, you know what I mean? Like, with the high value, right? Because it's about people in your network. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Your network is your net worth. You know what I mean? So that's it, man.
That's facts.
Yeah, man. Definitely. We gonna do a part 2, man. But hey, listen, I want all of y'all to subscribe to my man Unicorn. Follow him, Unicorn151 on Instagram. Check out the music. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me pull up your IG real quick, man, so they can see a couple of things, man.
Oh, yeah, you show the people some things.
Yeah,
that's a good way to end it off. That's a good way to end it off, man. Show them young Mirth, young Kings and Dream. Back when he was a prince of nightmares. The Kings and Dream.
Hold up. Who's this right here?
That's the light skinned Beyonce with the light skinned Larry David, Ice Spice and the Unicorn.
How did this come about?
My boy Rock Davis, man. I don't know if you remember Rock Davis, but he won the #1 video directors in New Jersey and Tri-State. And, like I said, we do the media and the videos for a lot of the top superstars in the area. So we had to bring Ice Spice to Newark, put it together.
Man, that's just really dope, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to Ice Spice. Shout out to Ice Spice. Let's check this one out.
Oh yeah, that's the Christmas joint.
I don't know who that is, but she look good, man.
This that jingle bell rock your hips like tick tock. Ass too fat, I'ma shake it non-stop. Puss so sweet, gotta sip of eggnog.
Gangsta Grinch.
Wanna give me a gift? Show all my offer for Christmas. Gang wanna give me a gift? Schedule some visas for all of my bitches. Brook City Santa don't fuck on my Grinches. We standing on business. Running this shit like it's first down in inches. A lot of bitches, I'm ready to mingle. Go ahead, ring my bells. Jingle, curl her up like a motherfucking pringle. She got a nigga for one of his table. Damn, it's cold. Throwing the sweat. These shit's Nike. I got a tank. She want the rent. She want her.
The young boys right there.
Throwing that net. Throwing it down. I'm trying
to. Okay.
Little razzle dazzle, man. You feel me? We just be outside having fun.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. And
Oh, you like that? That's actually that's my old. I don't know if y'all know. I mess with the old schools too. Like I like the old school cars. That's my first project.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, yeah. You know how I used to do.
Nice. Okay.
You feel me? And then right here if you look at the bottom right, from where you are right here with these esteemed gentlemen.
Yeah, I was gonna click on this one.
Yeah. This right here is just a montage of the philanthropy that we've been doing throughout the year. You heard? So those are some of the awardees from the Hispanic award ceremony that they had in Newark for the top people in the Hispanic community. If you slide to the right of those slides, I think you'll see some of the donations that we gave to a lot of the schools. I don't know how you click to the right.
Oh, hold up. Oh, you want me to click to the right?
Yeah. If you
oh, yeah. I got it. Hold on. Well, hold on. I gotta get back to your Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Like slide to the right. You know, we gave money to those are checks we gave to the schools for creative arts programs and socio-emotional learning programs that we started at one of the Newark charter schools.
Nice.
If you go to the right some more, what else we got going on? Me speaking to the kiddos. I'm very, very active in the community, signing autographs at a career day, stuff like that. So aside from all the having fun and traveling and whatnot, Illtown Philanthropist actually does a lot in the way of community activism, violence prevention, autism awareness, creative arts programs and things like that. There's we ran a summer enrichment program. That was one of the tennis camps. You feel me? So yeah, just a little, because it can't just be all.
Right. Yo, is that what you call it?
That's Justina Valentine. Yeah, that's the homie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Justina Valentine. That's Honey Baby down there in the blue and in the pink. I mean,
wait, Honey Baby?
Yeah, Honey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Honey Baby right there. That's the mayor in the purple. These some kids from another school that I did a presentation at. You feel me? That's actually Jenny's daughter that got a mural. For
real?
That's my niece got a mural of herself in the city.
Nice.
We're actually working on our second mural now. They gave me a wall in the West Ward, so you're gonna see the unicorn face up there.
Yeah, man. That's really cool, man.
Showcase some activism so y'all can understand that you got to give back.
Nah, it's absolutely important to give. You know what I mean? And I think that sometimes like we have to. We have to be blessed with what we have, you know what I mean? Because like, and I'm sure, you've been some places and seen some places where it's like, yo, like I thought at times, man, when I was younger, like, yo, I had it bad. Like, like, man, it's crazy. Like they ain't even got it.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Cause like, man, like, but before I had moved to New Jersey, I lived in Brooklyn and, and there would be times where, we wouldn't have electricity. And then what we would do is, like we would cipher electricity, you know what I mean? From like another outlet or whatever the case is. And then, or our heat would, cut off. And so we would have to, turn on the oven so we can have heat. But it's like, yo, like if they didn't have any electricity, like the block wouldn't have electricity, like the whole neighborhood wouldn't have electricity.
Oh, yeah. I mean? When we were performing in the favelas, bro, I don't know what, how like when your circuit break, the whole favela went dark. They had to walkie-talkie to somebody down at the bottom of the mountain. Power ain't come on until like 20 minutes later.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. Nah, it be like that, man.
Yeah.
It be like that. And the thing is, like, you know what I mean? Like, like you were just there, like to visit. Like this is stuff that they live with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the Mayor of East Orange.
Oh, my fault. Hold up.
Yeah. That's a benefit we did with the Mayor of East Orange, Lauren Hill. Okay. Her son was actually what's her son? Zion.
I don't know Lauren Hill's son's name.
Oh, you should know. It's Bob Marley's grandson. He got that song out right now. What's it? YG Marley.
Oh, okay, YG Marley. Yeah.
We had him out there. He was there for that. But see, a lot of you Americans got it good. Y'all don't understand that back in the bushes in Liberia, when we had to make our shoes out of our textbooks just to walk to school.
Yeah.
You feel me? We had to tie our books around our feet to walk up the hill through the mountains to get to school. Then after school, had to walk uphill again through the snow.
Yeah.
In the avalanches. You feel me? Just downhill through the desert to get back to the farm, right? And it probably didn't get home till 5 a.m. when we got done farming. And guess what time we had to be up for school? Again, 5 a.m. Let us in your head. Got done farming at 5 a.m. to go to sleep, just to wake up at 5 a.m. to walk back up the mountain through the lions and tigers, making shoes. You feel me? Had to carrying the cutlass on our waist to cut the sugar cane.
Yeah,
chopping the sugar cane. Come on, son. They spoiled out here. They spoiled. They never walked uphill both ways through 7 different climates.
Right. Absolutely, man.
But you feel me? That's how.
I understand exactly what you mean, bro.
Yeah, you feel me? So when y'all think y'all got it bad, y'all don't got it bad, man. Try walking uphill both ways.
Facts.
Try doing that. Try surviving a civil war. You feel me? Try fighting soldiers just to learn how to read.
Sure.
You feel me?
Yep.
Lighting candles. And light. Fishing. Catching your own fish with a machete. You ever caught fish with a machete?
Nope.
Okay.
And I don't ever plan to. I'm just keeping it a bean.
Yeah. You feel me? So that's what I be trying to tell people.
I just don't plan to, man.
But yeah, it's a lot. I mean, we can go through the IG forever, but I think we should.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah. So hold on. Let me. Yeah. So all right. So we gonna end this out. We're gonna end this out on something.
I'm gonna find some old pictures of you for the next one, bro. We're gonna dig in the
crazy. Yeah, we gonna have to. Yeah, I know. We gonna have to find some old pictures. Yeah, So the reason why I didn't share it this time, I'm waiting for next time.
Word up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because but like I know one of the ones that you had sent me. Like I believe I was the one who took that picture of everybody. That's why
I think you did take it, and I think there's 2 of them where you wait in the background, but the picture quality back there was so bad you can't.
Yeah, I know it was so bad. Yeah, because you're next to Sean. You next to Sean, and then Kyrie's right there with the headband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hold on. I got it.
My shorty from DR, and she's spoiled. She thinks she got it bad. She's spoiled.
Really?
Yeah. You ain't never had to make your own pants out of somebody else's pants.
That's true.
Yeah, cut off a piece of their pants, put on your pants to cover up a patch. Make pants out of pants. She ain't never do that.
No.
Spoiled.
Hold on. I'm trying to.
We use the bathroom on the beach. No toilets.
Hell no. I ain't trying to do none of that.
Hell no.
Hold on.
We in a 4th world country.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hold on. Let me share this and then hold on. Santika. Oh, he says I fuck with the live, bro. Travel can't always be about women, man. Yep. Actually, fellas, level up. Absolutely, I agree.
Speak for yourself. No, I'm joking.
He said that HB riding. He talking about that. He talking about that caddy that you had.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, brother.
He said, do you do YouTube?
You know what's crazy? I've been getting a lot of requests to use my music for YouTube intros because the club music is the wave now. So hell yeah. Holla at me.
Yo, you know what? Shoot, I might have to snag one of those.
Holla at me. We can make one from scratch. We produce too.
All right, let's do it. All right, so let me share this. Let me share this one. All right, guys. This is yeah. So hold up. But before I share it, just want to let y'all see how much this got. You know what I mean? You know, so almost 400K views. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
but you also got to think about streams and all of that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So this this song is popular for sure. It's popular
For sure.
Yeah, we gonna let this thing ride out.
Let's get it. Welcome to Mexico movie.
You could definitely tell this. I mean, great video, but you could definitely tell this was 5 years ago because you no longer shaking your dreads. You ain't got no grill in you.
Took the golds out for the pearly whites.
Right, you like killer. Oh man, yeah, but no, man. You know, definitely a cool video, man. You know, Mexico
Appreciate
City, yeah, man. I like Mexico City, man. It has that artsy look. You know what I mean?
Yo, mad artsy out there. I like my
Yeah, it's like Wynwood on steroids, man.
Yo, that's exact. Yo, I was surprised at how advanced Mexico City was, bro.
Yo, no, it's super, bro. Like, I mean, you know, and we'll talk about this in part 2, like how advanced, like when I got to Medellin, like how advanced it was, bro. Yeah, man. But yo, again, man, great video. Continue doing what you do, man. I'm real proud of you, bro. And you know, it's you know, we can just continue to be uplifting and keep trending, man. All that you do, your philanthropy, giving back to the community, man, and you know, just showing these kids, man, you know, there's multiple ways, man. You don't necessarily have to have a wicked jump shot or sling crack rock. You know what I mean? I forgot who said that line, but you know, it was a hip hop line somebody said. But on the truth of the matter is that, you know, with society, man, there are multiple ways to earn money, and then not only earn money, but don't forget where you come from, man. So it's always good to give back to the kids, man. Definitely, man. So appreciate you, bro. Thank you for everybody who watched this interview, man. We did 3 hours, man. So you know this interview got to get chopped up because I know everybody ain't staying for the whole 3 hours, man. But you know, definitely we gonna have these clips. So Unicorn, you know, feel free to take whatever clips, you know what I mean. You wrote.
Well, yeah. Just send me that send me the raw joint whenever it's ready. We lit.
All right, I got you, my G. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna send it to you, and then yeah, man. You know, do what you do, my brother.
We
All right. All right, man. Salute, man. Peace and love. Everybody stay purposeful, and we are out. Peace. Man, I heard that a year.